Rocking and fucking rolling and fucking rocking and fucking rolling and fucking rocking and fucking rolling and fucking rocking and fucking rolling and fucking
Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope we're having a good Wednesday. I'm feeling a bit rough. We'll see how we get on with the stream. If I'm not up to it, we'll have to call it halfway, I guess, or whenever. But hopefully, I'll be all right throughout. Just feeling really run down. Oh, 7. It was such a weird flu thing. I'll get to that in a sec. Firstly, JJ, Sandman, Thomas, Basehead, Ty, Valentin, 07 YouTube, and welcome. Calpin, thank you for the 29-month resub. Deadlock, thank you for the 13-month resub. The Craigie with the 49-month resub. Let's keep those beers and parties and party buses flowing. Right. Who's here on Twitch? Coffee, Sandman, Solomon, Saj. You guys were chatting a while. Rhino, Dendra, Deacon, Craigie, of course, Ralphan, City Gamer, Jones, Vigorous, Deadlock, Craigie. I've just said Craigie. Say it again. Losing my mind. Calpin, of course. Anthro, thank you for the 19-month resub. More beers and party please. Alaskan Strat. Kerovlot, welcome. How are you doing today? Thank you for joining us. And I believe that's everyone for the moment. Star Kitty, thank you for the follow. And then over on YouTube, Chief 07, and welcome. Are we all having a good Wednesday so far? Star Kitty 07. It's such a weird start to the week. Where Summer and Rach went out a while back. Not a while back, but maybe, I can't even remember when it was. Might have been Monday? What day are we on? No, it couldn't have been. I don't know when it was. But they went out, met up with some family, my side of the family, did a walk, and then Summer started getting a high temperature. Couldn't understand what it was, but we just gave her some Calpol. Then I went to bed feeling really sort of sick. The next day woke up with a high temperature, so that was a Monday. So just spent the whole day in bed. I think I got up at like 4, went downstairs, had some toast, didn't feel like staying up, so went back to bed again. And then went down again at like 7, still feeling pretty rough, but the high temperature had gone. And since then, I've been feeling a lot better, still knackered from lack of sleep and whatnot, but feeling a lot better, no high temperature, but anytime I eat or drink anything, it kind of makes me feel a bit like blah. So it must be like a tummy thing going around. Deplorable, how you doing? We haven't seen anything yet, have we? What's happening with 4.1.1? Have they actually pushed that out to the PTU yet? I've been trying to keep up, and I haven't really been able to pay much attention to what's going on. Being Evacati, I haven't seen anything come out yet. G-Sharp, thank you for the 20-month resub. Rickan with the 9-month resub. Thank you so much. Ready for duty. Yeah, we've got a lot planned for today. Tamest Gamer 07 also, welcome. Binks, welcome. Glut, welcome. Thank you for the hype train level 2, by the way, guys. So far. Yeah, so I don't know where 4.1.1 is. I don't think they have put out a PTU patch for the Evacati yet. I haven't seen anything on it. In fact, I haven't even launched... Oh man, I've probably got to download the hotfix yet. I should probably launch the StarCitizen launcher, considering I'll be playing a bit. Let's just get that on the go. But what leaks have there been? I haven't seen anything. The whole of Monday was spent in bed. Tuesday, I don't really remember what I did Tuesday, other than just sat around feeling sorry for myself. Thankfully, so far, touch wood, Rachel hasn't got it, but that's not to say she isn't coming down with it. She woke up with a bit of a sore throat today. I was that close to cancelling the stream. As I say, I'm still on the borderline of whether I should stream or not. If we didn't have a big event planned, I wouldn't have streamed. Thomas, ahoy, welcome. Just what's been data mined so far? Lots of new missions and locations. Oh, the TAC, the Paladin, the Guardian missile variant for Fleet Week. Very nice. Yeah, I haven't been keeping up with any of it, I'm afraid. I've been just too poorly. But that's exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen 4.1.1 come yet. But the point of these, even these point patches, are important patches. You know, like before, a point patch was always just a hotfix and to bring in just little bits here and there, but intentional just to sort of fix things. Now, these internal, these interim ones like the 0.1, 0.2, they're actually more substantial in the sense of bug fixing and so forth, but then also providing a little bit more content to keep the story flowing in the verse. But then obviously, these monthly, quarterly releases are the bigger ones still. Oh, it's in Evo. Why? Are you sure? I am not seeing anything in the drop down for Evocati. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. It's not in Evo yet. Oh, someone's posted a link video. Yo, Tony Touch. All good, thank you, mate. How about you? You've been on a hiatus. Yeah, I would say it's not a bad time to return. How has 4.1 gone now the hotfix patch is here? Is it actually resolving a lot of the problems that we've been dealing with? Excluding things like the transit system and whatnot, because that's a bigger, thing altogether. Shulk, Staben, Scott, or Staben, 07, guys, welcome. No new leaks on Pipeline. So the leaks are coming from, what, a Reddit post or something? Yeah, that's where I stand, Rhino. Message of the day said potential Evo for 4.1.1 yesterday. Nothing has come since. It is not in Evo yet. I don't know what that leak video is, Calpin. But I would be very advised just sort of not take it as a gospel thing just yet. Good morning, Griff. How you doing? And Thomas, welcome. You still can't attach the tractor thingy to the multi-tool. What, the tractor beam? What's happening? And Thomas can't attach the tractor beam to the multi-tool. Thomas P has been playing without issue for the last couple of days. As I say, I have not had time or the strength to jump in and play anything, so I couldn't possibly say what state it's in. Yeah, probably, trust me, it might even be just a random someone taking the piss post, which seems to happen. It comes from a Reddit post. Don't want to paste it here unless... Oh, no, you can do, Calpin. Yeah, I'll have a look and see what it says, but as of yet, there is no Evocati build for 4.1.1. Monstrous 07. That's not to say something hasn't leaked, but yeah, I haven't seen anything, and I am Evocati, and I haven't received anything. Knackwhacked 07, sir. Thank you so much for the raid! Exclamation DEF. Let's have a look. I mean, there could be something in that, but at the same time, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a post, isn't it? There's no, official connection to Star Citizen here, other than it's claimed to be, Not to say that it's not true, or it's not leaked stuff, but... Yeah, I wouldn't jump on that yet, because... I mean, it's data mine, so it could be something, but yeah, we haven't got a build yet. Space Guy, welcome. Anthro, how you doing? Monsters, welcome. 07, welcome Raiders. How was your stream, Knackwhacked? Were you playing 4.1? How was it playing for you? Flopper, 07? Aside from ground, Minable's not working instant, and the only issue I've had this past week is after mining a bit in the Geo, it stops extracting. You have to manually unload it at half the capacity. So is that still happening where even if you swap out a box, it doesn't allow you to keep filling? Stream was kind of, typical Star Citizen experience. Oh boy, what happened? You remember being in the crowd and cheering for the space cows? You what? Oh, on this video. Dante's Peak, how you doing? Thank you so much for the follow, welcome. I did have to wonder there, Space Guy, what that sentence was from, but it makes perfect sense. Oh, swapping out the box makes it worse sometimes. Yeah, I'm surprised that hasn't been fixed yet, because that was an issue when we first got the Geo, where the minute you'd filled up, now even if you take out the box, it still remains full. It doesn't do anything. You know, someone posted a data mined video for not long ago. Might be it, and yes, many buggy things going on right now. It could be. That's the thing. It could be a genuine leak. But you know, like with any leaks, even from what was it called, Pipeline. Even if they're leaking stuff, it doesn't mean it's genuine. There was a bit more legitimacy with the disk, you know, Pipeline at least, but I would be very wary of just a random post on Reddit. But again, that's not to say someone hasn't data mined it. Didn't Pipeline get hit with a cease and desist anyway? When's that supposed to come in action? Yo, Constant. A lot of stuff has apparently leaked. I don't know, though. You haven't had an issue with 4.1. Very nice. Good morning, Dante. How you doing today? It can be months and months before data mine stuff gets put in the game. Yeah, that's something to very much keep in mind is... I mean, you can kind of best guess what's coming now, what's coming later, but a lot of stuff is put in a long way down the line. Even stuff that's accidentally left in the build for a while can be there. And people will be like, oh my god, this is coming, when it's just, you know, either preliminary implementation or accidental. Anyone else been using the 4.1 insurance as an excuse to make your character look cool as opposed to using heavy armor all the time? So that's the benefit of this tier 0 insurance thing. Now, as much as I would rather we just didn't have the tier 0 at all and we just went to whatever tier 1, tier 2, there is a benefit to it where people are now able to wear whatever they want and actually recover that stuff, which is good. It's definitely a good thing. It'll be nice when we start getting the brick stuff and we can find ways of recovering it. What's there read like something we would see in upcoming patches? The Pyro remote mining base section. Yeah, there was a few bits about new locations in Pyro, but I can't remember that myself. I don't know about I mean, do you mean the... So by remote, do you mean these... sectors and what do they call them? Sectors and the smaller stuff. I can't remember what it's called. That was part of Genesis, isn't it? No, not bunkers. Clusters. That's it. Yeah, the sectors and the it could be part of that. Yeah, I mean the thing is, things with Planetech version 5, Starcitect, all these, you know, even Starware. All of this stuff is likely to be implemented in segments rather than all at once. Like we read in the monthly report, which I am writing up, by the way. The monthly report mentions about how rock clusters are now grouped in more logical ways rather than just scattered across the planets everywhere, which is part of Genesis. It's part of this whole Planetech version 5. But then so is, you know, a swamp biome, and I don't know. I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Same with Starcitect that'll come down the line. Damage, how you doing? Welcome, Chris Robert. Welcome. Looking at the Reddit posters' comment history, it seems they do have a good history. Okay, well, there's probably a little bit more legitimacy to it then. I haven't read through it, so I can't say whether any of it seems like legitimate to me or not, but at the same time, it certainly could be. A bug where no matter where you set your spawn, after you die, you go to your home world. No, I haven't. Has anyone else found that? This background video, Star Kitty, was from CitizenCon not last year, the one before it, and it just shows off the current state of, well, the current state last year, or the year before that. So this was, what, 2023, 22nd of November, 2023. This was the current state of the Star engine. There you go. It's an interesting watch. Yeah, not all of it is guaranteed for 4.1.1, but a good chunk of it could be. We will have to wait and see what the Evo patch holds. And at the end of the day, we're allowed to talk about the Evo patch now. So when the Evo patch does drop, I can say what is in the build. I can't show it or play any audio from it, but I can talk about it. That's allowed now. But again, they will keep certain things out of the build and out of the patch notes to be, you know, put in later. Gonji, how you doing? Welcome. The current jump tunnel looks... Yes, it does, because it's had a lot more work on it. That was just as it was back then. You know, we're talking a year and a half ago. Since then, they've done a lot of optimizations, a lot of improvements visually, and so forth. You're welcome, Starkitty. Morlan, welcome. You have a bug. If you die, you get capped and go to the closest respawn log. Oh, well, that's not a bug. So... technically, if you die near a location, like your last landed location, aren't you supposed to respawn there? Rather than back at your home location. I think only if you die in the middle of nowhere do you respawn back at your home location. But I honestly can't remember what the setup is there. Oh, man, it's hard to talk. It's when I was doing the monthly... I was recording the monthly report today, and I was thinking of cancelling the stream because... talking is an effort. It could have been to stop fast traveling, maybe, yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Planet Tech version 5. There's so much to it. Not to mention when we get weather and so on. I emailed, my thought process whenever we talk about, like, weather and so forth is things like the graphical settings. And I emailed back the Forged Rigs, who are the only ones so far to have gotten back to me about helping and assisting in building a new PC, but also offering a discount to myself if I was to buy everything from them, and for my community if we go into a partnership together for this new build. So I've emailed them back, and we'll see what, you know, just giving a rundown of kind of where I am with what I plan to get, almost. And what can they help with, you know? So I'll see how that goes, and then we'll look into starting the fundraising. Low Polybut, thank you so much for the 28-month resub. Beers and Party Place, how are you doing today? It's fine if it's not part of 4.1.1, but the Area 18 sewers mentioned got me pumped for the... So the Arc Core, the sewers... If you recall back to CitizenCon, that's to do with this instanced content. Now, of course, instancing we got in with hangars. It's been very up and down, and it still needs a lot of work. But the idea being is that you kind of go to these locations like a sewer, and there will be either combat missions, maintenance missions, you know, engineering, any form of mission that takes you to a certain level. And then if you complete that you then get to the next level, and then you can go off and come back and do that and, you know, start from where you left off, or you can just keep repeating them and you know, unlocking stuff and so forth. And it kind of goes down and down and down and down until you get to the depths. So that's likely partly to do with that. Whether they're, and I think they should be, locations you can just go to outside of taking on a mission. I assume you'll be able to, because it's an open world game. There's no reason to gate it, except for maybe... Well, yeah, maybe they could, but I hope they don't. The Argo Bags base head. Oh, on the elevator. Do you mean the Prospector Bags? I don't believe so, no. Yes, exactly, Griff. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a group joining today in Discord where we're going to go and take on the Hathor location, but we're not going to focus too much on completing it and mining everything. We're just going to run through it and see how it goes. You know, we have a ground force, we have some aerial support, and just go through the process, see how it works. I think it's somewhat quietened down a bit now, but yeah. If we have time, then we will do some mining, but it's more of just running through the process together to see how it plays, to just have a good time, you know. I don't understand why a stealth component gives a bigger EM signature than a stealth B. It's probably because they haven't gone through and balanced them all yet. We've only seen balancing done to quantum drives. And even then, there'll still be more balancing for those. But the rest of the components, they have not had their attributes reapplied. They have not been completely balanced like quantum drives have, and they will need to be done before engineering comes in. I mean, it'll be tested while we're doing that, you know. Just finish your 9800X 3D 5080 build. Oh, you managed to get older one then. Flippin' heck. Yeah, do you work for NASA? I don't think the laser pad is working consistently. Right, okay. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why we're not going into it too serious or gung-ho. We're just going to see how it plays and see how it functions. Casil, welcome. Do the PTUs and even latest PU releases come with the most up-to-date graphics? I think the latest hotfix for 4.1, I don't know about the Evocati 4.1.1, but Vulkan has had a couple of hotfixes. So basically they spoke to NVIDIA. So if you are an NVIDIA user, there's been a couple of issues with Vulkan, and they spoke to NVIDIA to fix a couple of issues with them, and that's been implemented into the 4.1 build. But from what I understand, Deacons was saying that there's something wrong with NVIDIA right now with their latest drivers, so we'll see how we get on with that. Hathor is its own set of issues. It's been bugged on pretty much every server. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I say, we're not taking it too serious. We'll just go with it and see how it plays. In fact, I'll jump in now because I think it's finished downloading. Yes. David, welcome. Warblade, welcome. Orison or New Babbage? I would say New Babbage personally, but a lot of people do prefer Orison. Mr. P82, welcome. I have seen a lot of Fein Malign gems in Pyro and did mine some but got killed before I could sell it. Anyone sold any and it is worth it? I don't know. Yeah, is Fein Malign, is that the one that looks kind of weirdly blue, soft blue? That's not one, I guess, that's exclusive to the underground area then. Scorpion, welcome. Oh, since December 24 has been unstable. Yeah, that's what Deacon was saying. Fingers crossed it all goes well. Koru, welcome. You have to say you've had the most fun and stable week ever. Space trucking. Made a few million legally, and only crash you've had was your system's fault. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's certainly coming along. That's not to say that there isn't a ton of things that need to continuously be done, right? There's still a lot more to be done to get fixed. And with any big patch launch, or any patch launch for that matter, it doesn't have to be big, there is always some problems. So hopefully this latest hotfix has cooled those problems off to some degree, while they still continue on. I mean, 4.1.1 will bring much more substantial fixes for things that cannot be hotfixed in 4.1. So that should improve things. Zuz, how you doing, my friend? Are you well? Mycelaroni, welcome. Wait, hard lock starcitizen at 30. I don't think it does it? Are you sure you didn't have VSync on? So Fein Malign is essentially the Hadonite for vehicle mining. Right, so it's a good one to sell. Yo, Hot Soap. How you doing, Warpers? Welcome. Oh, it's good to be back in game, but yeah, just... Man, I feel rough. I really do. What's that? What's it asking me there? Capture source? No, thank you. TOBII is what I'm trying to do. They've just released, for GameGlass users, they've just released the Drake Shard. Let me see if I can show you, actually. Oh man, I ain't launched it yet. Bear with me. It's quite easy on the eyes, is the Drake Shard, because it's like a yellowy orange, which makes sense. Blends. But yeah, so we start off, I think, with the Aegis one, and then you have to toggle over to it. Steve, how you doing? Welcome. So we start with the Aegis. Now for Drake, they don't have something like this yet, because Star Citizen hasn't exposed it to them. But, so that's the Aegis one. If we go up to Drake and then click on Drake, look at that. Oh, it's Drakeified. Isn't that beautiful? It's got like a real old school vibe to it, like Drake does. I can't wait to see what they do with all the other manufacturers as well. Craig is doing wonders with this stuff. Right, hang on. Let me get going and meet up with you guys. Nice one, Mycelaroni. It is certainly worth it. I mean, a lot of people don't like subscriptions. Understandably. You know, I'm not a huge... Well, I am. We use quite a few subscriptions, to be fair. But I get it why, you know, a one-off payment would be more useful. So I was glad to see them bring that back, because it was only like a limited time thing. And it kind of feels a bit silly, really, because people want to buy it outright. Oh, it just closed. Why did it close? What the hell? Hold on before you buy. Oh, mate, yeah, it's so nice to have longer days. It's been... Summer's been having some right weird sleeps, though. I mean, with her being poorly, poor thing, she's waking up throughout the night. It's just... bit of a nightmare at the time. And, you know, on top of that, I'm ill. Rachel's probably getting ill. I've got this camp at the end of the week, which we'll see if I can get to doing that. I don't know if I'll be able to with how I'm feeling, or with how Rachel might be feeling. No, I think I have the helmet. I do. Lovely. How do I look? Okay, a bit bog standard, but that's fine. Oh boy. You reading me, Deacon? Is VoIP working? It's a big question. Oh. Oh. Oh, I can hear you. Are you hearing me at all yet?
Oh, yeah, you're just very, very faint.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Yeah, hopefully that's a bit better now. Oh, now you're faint. There we go. Oh, whereabouts are you? Are you in the air?
Not well in the hangar.
Roger, on my way to you. You 8 subs. Oh, yeah, the outdoor air will do me good. Absolutely. In fact, this last... Well, I don't know what day it was. It must have been like Saturday or Sunday. I trimmed all the hedges. Oh, it looks so good. I had to do it in stages. I got one of those extendable telescopic hedge trimmers. Because I have a normal hedge trimmer, but I cannot reach the heights and the depths of the hedges that we have. And there was... I mean, I don't know if anybody you know what a California lilac is, but we have one of those bordering myself and our neighbour, and I was able to do half of my side with the normal hedge trimmer, and I couldn't reach the other side of it, like the other half of his, because he has a rockery around the garden, and it just for about 4 or 5 months it's been flat and then spiky at one side, and I said, you know, eventually I'll get one of these telescopic things and I'll come and do it. Happy to hear that, Banana Skin, how well the game's been running the past few weeks. It should be onwards and upwards, right? Every time we get a new build, yes, there will be hiccups and problems where things fail or, you know, new bugs. But with each new fix, with each new patch, it should start getting smoother and smoother. Yo, Silvergeist, welcome. W.mm. What's that? Steve Ender, you're everywhere. What's... You're all over the place. T-Hole, welcome. Yeah, thank you, Koru. I don't think it's anything serious. It's just annoying. There's so many, like, silly, annoying... It's the same with, like, when I got the hedge trimmer for the first time, I took off the guard, wearing gloves, took it off, and it was a bit of a struggle to start with because I think it was brand new, and I just slit my finger, my thumb. But it's one of those annoying, really painful little nicks, and it's just a pain. Not in terms of like it hurts, but it's just annoying because it really disrupts everything. And the same with these colds. It just disrupts everything. And I bet it's come from my family. They're all like so blasé about colds, but you know, until you've had a kid, you just it's like we avoid it like the plague, literally. Yo, Steve T, welcome. Forgive your ignorance, but why is the Star Lancer not available to purchase? I don't know. I guess they just decided they wouldn't put it available for now until it comes back. It would be a good one to have permanently on you know, for sale. At ease, Deacon, thank you, sir. How are you doing today? Shall I close her up? I haven't seen... I've only just noticed that there are leaks, but I haven't read them myself yet. 2 minutes. Oh, we've got the batteries here. Alright, I'm good. Yeah, I haven't read them yet. I certainly will do, though. Jonathan, welcome. Look like Gerard Butler. Well, that's not a bad thing. He's a funny one, though, is Gerard. He's got his own production company now, doesn't he, I think? Probably because no one will do the films he wants to do. You managed to go out for the first time in over a year and gave the whole family COVID. We're almost over the hump. Was worried about my 7-month-old, but he is okay. Yeah, it's super scary, isn't it, Corey? When, like, it's one thing you dealing with these illnesses, but for me, it's like anytime we go out and, you know, we're having to see family and whatnot, they never, well, they do, fair enough, they do tell us if they're poorly, but when they don't, and you end up picking it up, I mean, it could have been from a number of places, to be fair, because Summer has started going to a little gym, like a toddler gym thing, but they're so serious, not in the sense of, you know, we're going to die or anything, but just the pain of having to deal with being poorly, not being able to work, having to look after Summer, having to look after each other. It's just not worth going outside if that's the case. So it's you know, we try and avoid it as much as possible. All right, mate, what is the plan? I don't think you're hearing me, are you? Stupid VoIP. Yeah, already broke. Oh yeah, set spawn. Good point. Gone back to the backup plan for our backup, yeah. It's always on live. It always seems to be on live that it breaks. We need that social update, social refactor. Peter Vest, how you doing? We are just gonna start tackling Hathor. See how that goes. See if it works. Like the start of every Final Destination movie. Yeah. Oh yeah, tell me about it, Sol. Tell me about it, mate. Meh 07. Sure thing, my friend. I hope I'm looking alright. I'm feeling like crap, to be fair, but we're getting there. They tend to not offer ships that go newly purchasable in game to buy with real money for a bit, and the Star Lancer went in with 4.1. Was it 4.1? Yeah, I can't remember actually. Quantum Kit, how you doing? Ruboy, welcome. So we've got a few teams. We have our team is the ground team. We're gonna be heading into Hathor, each location to try and complete the ground stuff, and then we've got Apox team providing support above. I didn't know these opened here. I heard someone then. Someone's VoIP's working.
Yeah, we just have to get out of the hangar before it's corrected itself.
Oh, it must be that hangar audio issue where it just culls all sound. Stupid. Yeah, wave cacher. Chris is like, wait, what now? CMD, how you doing? The Misk Expanse, yeah, that'll be nice. Cold Rain, welcome. Miss Kotari, sorry, did that the other way around. Thank you for the follows, guys. Reading up on the, not reading up on it, but reading the monthly report when it comes to things like coolant and so forth for engineering, it does sound like it's going to be a lot of fun. Try Hard Actual, there's Evan, thank you for the follow. Evil Shadow, welcome. Attila, welcome. Do you know, I feel hungover. That's what this feels like. When I was in bed all day, you know, like when it was the kind of cold. How's it going, Vectornaut? Nice to see you, bud. It's that kind of cold where every little ailment that you have had in the past year or so, or in life, comes through. Like every joint ached, my back ached, I had a headache, it was just, everything hurt. And I was just in and out of sleep for the whole day. You're in the Connie above, Warper. Are you asking for an invite into the party, mate? Ooh, what SSD did you go for, Evil? Quantum travel still hasn't quite... Oh, there we go. That's so strange. Kind of blurs out the when you look forwards. Yeah, what were the new ships again in the leak then, Griff? I mean, I think, you know, Invictus is what, the... Was it the 15th of May? I can't recall what it said. But what were the vehicles again? You've been spring gardening, and I feel like my allergies are the worst of any previous year. Well, to be fair, the weather this year, especially for farmers, has been glorious. So, you know, things are blooming quicker this year round, you know, this time, earlier this year than it has previous years. So that's probably why your allergies are flaring. Touch wood, I haven't felt mine. Only of the last few years have I noticed that I've been getting a lot of, like, hay fever allergies, but I seem alright for now. And I've been chopping trees and bushes and all sorts.
Is local working?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Alright, party broke again for a minute there. What I meant to say was we have backup for a backup for a backup. So if one of the steps is broken, we have a backup for that.
Do you mean in terms of voice or just in terms of general getting this complete?
The whole mission.
Nice. Okay.
Regan has gathered cards, batteries, comp boards, whatever we need. So if one of the steps are broken, we can bypass it.
Yeah, I see. So we're going in cold, trying to gather everything outright for the first time, but if we can't because of a bug, we can use whatever we have on board, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're going to go through the whole procedure so everybody can experience it.
Sounds lovely. Yeah, it is cycling weather. I've actually been cycling a little bit just around the village. Not doing anything specific. It's just, you know, I've got this bike that I barely use, and so I was just like, I'm just going to ride it. And I'm super quick now. Like, whoosh. But my bum's aching because I've not ridden a bike in a long while. Oh, the Starlance attack. Yeah, that makes sense. The Paladin. So that's a gunship, isn't it? The Paladin. What am I... Is it Paladin? And then the new Guardian variant. Okay. Interesting. That's that beefy Guardian, isn't it? The QI. Which I assume is... Well, I don't know what that'll be. So you went with the WD Blue SN570 1TB NVMe. Very nice. Do you know, it's surprising, though. I have a 1TB M.2 for Star Citizen. And when you have live... PTU, Tech Preview, and EPTU, it almost fills half the drive. Or it does, yeah, almost half. And you're like, how has this happened? The Super Mac cycle. Well, it's the one that I won. Well, I didn't win it, did I? I won 1,000. This was 2020, 2021. I won a TK Maxx or TJ Maxx in the UK, in the US, competition where it was £1,000 off of a bike of my choice. And I was like, holy shit, okay. So I quickly did a crash course in what I need and found this really nice Cube New Road. I think it's like the EL or XL or EX. Yeah, EX gravel bike, which I think at the time was about $12.99. So I paid the extra $300 and got this bike. And then since then, it's gone up in price. And it's the nicest bike I've ever used. I'm used to getting cheap, like no more than 200 quid bikes. So I've been getting a few bits and bats to maintain it. You have your first boxing training session since before the pandemic and £70 of personal growth. Needless to say, I'm a bit you'll be fine. You just go at it, do what they say, and it'll be great for you, mate. Absolutely. Yeah, it looks more like a Redeemer kind of competitor. Does the Paladin. Oh man, I've not seen the clouds on Aberdeen before. This is freaky.
It's quite a spectacle.
Yeah, I hope our outfits are going to hold up to this. It's quite hot here. A cube attain. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we might need to take small breaks.
Yeah, just take some shelter somewhere and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
So I got it from a company.
Maybe even to grab a cyclone or something.
Would that protect us?
Well, the nurse will. I'm not too sure about the cyclone.
Well, if we've got a nurse, that should be fine, shouldn't it? But yeah, I think it was Leisure Park Bikes or something was the website I bought it off. And then the Go Outdoors that's opened up near me in Vanguard near York, which is apparently the biggest Go Outdoors in Europe. Upstairs they have that exact company selling bikes, and they have all the different Cube bikes. I mean, mine's a 2021 version, so it's there's a lot more modern bikes there now, but man, it's nice. Interitus, how you doing? Jacob, welcome. 7. The Fat Fury mode. Yeah. You can't embarrass yourself, mate. When you go to these places and you go to learn and train, these people that teach you, like when I used to teach Wing Chun, anyone joining for the first time, I would never, even anyone who's been there a while, I would never judge them if they didn't know what to do or they didn't know how to do it. Like, that's the purpose of going to somewhere to train, right, is to learn. So, initially, like, already they'll give you kudos for going there and doing something, getting off your ass and doing something, right? That's a big deal. So you shouldn't feel embarrassed. People that teach this stuff, they're, they respect those who do things, right? Marcon, thank you so much for the 11-month resub. Beers and patty, please. Thank you, sir. And remember, you don't know what you're doing until you know what you're doing. Same with anything. Crimson Bear, welcome. Anyone know of a fix for losing hangar persistence when I retrieve my ship at New Babbage?
The satellite looks to be aligned.
Oh, I don't.
So we're going to take the Ursa and make sure it's aligned.
Right, I'm on you. No, I don't know what's happened there. Let me get a helmet.
Helmets.
Yeah. What have I got weapon-wise? Just going to hit the armory first, just to grab a weapon.
Good call. There's LMGs and left wall and normal guns on the right.
Oh, okie dokie.
Ammo in the box.
Yeah, nice one. What to take? What are you guys all taking?
I got the new P8.
Ooh, very nice. I'll go with P4. Probably find a good amount of ammunition for this.
Might want to take the big tracker beam too, if we need to move the battery.
Yeah, we'll do.
It's on the far right.
Oh, wow. And we haven't got any ammo for these P4s, I don't think. I'll take an LMG instead. Oh, wait. Is this a P8? Oh, yeah, okay. Hang on, I'll put this back and get a cannon. Oh, you know what? I'll take an LMG. I'm going to take an LMG. The sound of these LMGs are beautiful.
They're already equipped with squad compensators and everything.
Nice. Beautiful. All right, so... And I think I have a medical thing. And let me just get one of these. All right, lead the way, mate.
There we go.
I'm assuming you've got your helmet on, Vect. It's showing that you haven't, but make sure you do before we go outside. Ah, it's got it. Nice one. Got to be careful. Good day, CMD. Your partner says she never wants to be facing you in a boxing match. Good, good. I have reach, and I was a swimmer, so I have a lot of shoulder power. Well, that's it. You know, you're honing that skill, that strength and whatnot into skills. I would love to learn to box. I don't know how to. I don't, you know, all I've ever learned is Wing Chun for like a decade. Daylight Fire, how you doing? Welcome. I would love to get a...
It does look like Icky is coming.
Oh, where is he? Is he still in the ship? Is he all right?
He's in the turret.
Oh, okay. Is he protecting us?
We do have some hostiles above, but don't pay attention to it. We should
Roger.
be safe.
All right, you take point, Deke. Oh, I love this grass.
We're heading directly to the satellite because it might be aligned already.
Okay, copy. Not seeing any enemies just yet.
We need to verify.
There we go. As we get further away from the Polaris, it starts to smooth out a little bit.
We got contact.
Okay, pushing forwards. Two on the right. I mean left. Your left. Pushing up to the dot. Okay, moving on. Okay, I'm on your 6.
Let's cross over to the smaller building over here and then over.
Enemies up top, I think. I heard voices. To our 0 degrees.
Yeah.
I'm moving. Need to reload. Okay, move across, Vect. Watch out, Deacon. Looks like we're getting shots from our 300.
Down. And abandoned apples.
Yeah, there seems to be a few lying around. I'm hearing voices in that building behind us. Oh, nice one.
Yeah, they're gonna keep spawning, so let's see if we can push while we shoot.
Yeah, catch up, Vect. Are you on us? Nice one. Yeah, he's on my 6. Contacts front. Far on the railing. Firing with a shotgun. Reloading. Nicely done. Flipping up. They take a beating. Nice one. Might need to reload. Grab some more ammo soon. Okay, watch out on our right-hand side. Let's move. Reloading. That's a cool little echo coming from this building.
Door on the left.
Right, I've only got 75 rounds. I'll need to find another weapon soon.
Blue door. Let's go around.
Alright, on us. Yo, Oppenheimer, how you doing? Yeah, sure thing, mate. Epic amount of hurt. Oh, forget we're in 0G. Gotta be careful when jumping. Body temperatures are rising. Remember, guys, sort of sways your vision. Sorry, you focus. We've got you. Oh, I'm running low. Just need to grab some gear. Let's get one of these canners. There are plenty of ammunition lying around for these. Ah, might even be some... Oh no, this is armor, isn't it? An armor chest. That's no good. What about this one? Oh. An FS9 magazine. Typical. Well, in that case, let me drop that and grab my thingy back. Hang on, where did I put it, though? Do I still have it? No. Okay, in that case, let's stick with this. Just need to find more ammunition for this thing. Here we go, looting again. What's he got? Nothing. If you see any canner ammunition, let me know. F-55.
Alright, the battery is already open, Ryan. So we're gonna need to take that and carry it to the Polaris.
Alright, where is it?
Follow me.
Roger, I'm on you. Is that ammo? No. I'll use my tractor beam as I'm running low on ammo. Is this it? Alright, I've got it. I'm ready to move. Everybody regroup on me and Deacon. We're moving out. Oh shit, on the left. Just gonna block the gunfire with this. Oh shit, where's that coming from?
We got you, don't worry.
Whoop. Hopefully this can't get damaged. It's like using it as a shield. Probably not the best idea, I guess.
It shouldn't be able to be damaged, but you can use it as a shield.
Yeah, good. Yo, Deadly, how you doing, Senko? Welcome. Definitely getting closer to Polaris. Frame rate's taking a nosedive. Oh boy, frame rate's just going right down. Hopefully it'll settle down once we get closer. Go look at the ground. That might help. Follow me around in the SRV with extra... Well, actually, there's... Partly the intention with... this starware is to have armor and clothing that act as support.
Is the battery stuck?
No, I've got it. I've got it on me. Oh.
Oh, teasing.
Yeah, so much weird's going on there. There it is. So, you know, you'll have a member of with armor. Oh yeah, this battery is going all over the spot. Really weird desync right now. What is it doing?
Otherwise, put it down. I'll take it.
It's alright. It seems to be settled down now. But yeah.
Spot for next to the cyclone.
Copy. Oh boy. Oh man. It's whacking into stuff. Alright, I'm putting it down because I can't control this. It's just going all over the place. I think the lack of frames and other stuff is causing it to go skew-if.
Everybody back on board?
I'm on board. Yeah, I think Vector and Iggy is now. Yeah, so you'll have armor that supports you completely for that.
Next one.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna get some... Oh, no, I'm alright. I just need some food and drink. So for example, you might have an armor suit that is designed to help carry extra ammunition for the rest of your team, or the medical suit will help you provide more medical support. You know, it kind of... Whatever role... So we'll each have our role to fill. And if I run out of ammo, or anyone runs out of ammo, the person wearing the armor that is designed to carry extra can go and resupply. Alzano, how you doing? Your base load out. Yeah, it seems, even with something like the, 75 rounds in the LMG, I should have put more in my backpack, thinking about it. I'll do that now that I've got a Kana. Alicat, welcome. The NPC respawn rate is supposed to be higher. Oh, okay. In that case, we best get quite a few more then. I'll dump that in here. At least I brought back a full one. Oh no, one round has been shot. Let me get fully equipped here. I can only carry so many on here, actually. Not very many. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on there? I've just taken 38. Hang on. I didn't mean to take that many. Let's go. Split that, and I'll take 16. Keep 22.
Drinks in the kitchen, fine.
Yeah, thank you, mate. All right, let's make sure We are fully sorted there. Lovely. Yo, Shield, how you doing? Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. Not 100%, but it's definitely better than what I was. Ruski, welcome. Oh, man. Yeah, that's true, Koru. Getting hit in the face will immediately take away that fear. Well, boxing, I guess. Will take away that fear of getting hit. It's the initial worry of being punched in the face that puts people off being punched in the face, and then they're all like... Whereas actually, you can take quite a... In most cases, you can take quite a beating. Depends on the beating, I suppose. Can we give Warper World an invite? What's your... I'll just get his handle. What's your handle, Warper? Is it Warper? Yo, Willis. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens to it. It didn't explode, so that's good. Daz, welcome. Yo, 7. Only 62 people. Nice. Right, I'm putting an empty in there so it doesn't clutter up the place. Let's have a veggie wham. Tembal, welcome. How you doing? Well, I don't know if he'll be running around like a Christmas tree. The ammunition he has on himself will be for his own personal use, but everything else will be stored in backpacks and pouches and so forth, and he'll have to organise that and make sure that he's distributing it accordingly based on what his teammates... For example, we have 4 of us here. We have Iggy, Deacon, Vect, and myself. I'm using a Kana. Deacon's using a P8. I don't know what everyone else is using, but they would have to... figure that out. Oh my god, just the frame rate dip coming to the bridge. Let's see if it settles down. They would have to work together to figure out what everyone else is using and then grab the ammunition according to that, right? To help support that. It's just, again, more teamwork, more... And it's like real world stuff. You need to make sure that you have additional ammunition rather than just what you've got on you. But with each mission in hand, you need to get set up, you need to have the equipment and so forth. Let's just go this way. It seems to settle down when I go through here. Can we invite warpers into the group, please, guys? Whoever's handling that. Yeah, I wanted to get... I actually asked my landlord a while back if I could put a punch bag in the garage. And he said yes, but I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. And I don't know when I will. Thank you. Boy, there's no good place to go without the frame rate dropping. Getting that new PC can't come soon enough. Like I say, once I hear back and we get establish a conversation with Forged Rigs, I will see what they can offer compared to what I can offer and try and come up with some form of partnership and then start the crowdfunding once I know what I'm going to need. But I do have an idea at the time, but I want to make sure that, you know, like with motherboards, for example, it'll be great to go, how do you do, Defect? It'll be great to go for something like an 870.
Same deal here. It looks aligned, so we're just going to go get the battery.
Mobo. But you can spend 200 to 300 quid on an 870 motherboard, or you can spend up to 1,000 on a 870 motherboard. So, helmet check. So it's, you know, what are you... What's the trade-offs there? Thank you, Polly. Victura, welcome. You just had some network issues, but should be sorted now. What are we doing on the Polaris? So we're just running through briefly the Hathor stuff, collecting the batteries and stuff that we need. We are the ground team on this Polaris. We do have an aerial team providing support from above in another Polaris. And others.
Ready to check on party.
I'm hearing you.
And 4, thank you.
And then, yeah, we're just got to try and run through and see what we can find and so forth. And then when things get a bit more streamlined and a bit more optimized, I guess. I don't know if it's my PC or if it's the game, but then we'll do this on a, you know, a proper scale. Come on, starcitizen, work for me. Oh, he's gone. That was fast. I think that might have been desync. Okay, copy. You want me to grab it?
Ryan.
Yep.
You can loot these crates here. Should have good loot.
Oh yeah, there's components and stuff in here as well. I didn't know that. Nice.
Yeah, components too.
What's that one? Bormax, salvaging tractor beam. We've got custodian, P8s. We could do with P8, so I'll take that. The rest I don't think I need. And then here, it's good to have more medical stuff on. Bandanas, thank you for the follow. And Tryhard Actual, thank you for the subscription, my friend. That is much appreciated. Beers and party players. All right, I'm ready to roll if you guys are... Oh, I have 630 rounds. Nice.
Rolling.
Thank you so much for the subscription, mate. That is very much appreciated. Right, let's surround him. Literally just get some frames then, and then we head back to the Polaris. Oh, nightmare. I am... Welcome, Sanct. I'm using a 3080, but I don't know if it's that or if it's something else or what's going on. I mean, it could be starcitizen, it could be something else that I'm doing wrong. It could be many things, couldn't it? But... it's not pleasant. Yo, Silent Blob, how you doing? Bretley, thank you so much for the 27-month resub. Oh, we didn't do beers and party for Tryhard either. There we are. Are we getting the door? What's happening? You get a little confused as why don't they put at least a small storage for ammo in ships where the weapon lockers are? I believe that's something that they will eventually get to. We're starting to see... Everything all right? Oh, where are you going? We're starting to see a lot more different containers for different things. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see boxes and containers for everything. I don't know where this door open button is. Is it this one up here?
Yeah, this one is in the ground, and I couldn't find the other button. Can you reach that one up there?
It doesn't seem to. Now, hang on. Let me try and get the... Well, I don't know where the entrance is normally. Is it at the front?
Oh, I see it. It's hanging in the air. That's why we can't find it.
Oh, is it? Oh, great. Okay, I think we got it. I think, like right now, they are rolling out, aren't they, weapon lockers, clothing lockers for ships as well. It's more a case of just getting that into all the ships, as well as physical boxes to hold these things as well. So there's plenty of things that will come along. Yeah, mine's increasing, but I'm all right for now. E-Hawk, how you doing? Bretley, how you doing, guys? Thank you for the 33 months, E-Hawk. Beers and party, please. Yes, these big orange things are batteries that are needed for this. Oh, wait, that's not going to get us in. Oh, hang on, yes, it will. Oh, off this rock, maybe.
I'm gonna have to take the lift up, like Rhino did.
Yeah. I'm gonna try. I can't. We'll get the lift. In like, I suppose, more serious situations, it would be good to use a Polaris and then have a dropship style ship on board in some fashion, even if it's just like a Pisces of some form, but maybe with extra seats, to come down and drop us off, and then go back airborne until we need exfil, so that we come on, Iggy, so that ships like this aren't just sitting here vulnerable.
He'll take the other ramp.
Okay. Yeah, they do get damaged quite a bit from just banging things into them. They're perfectly fine. It's not going to explode anytime soon, or it shouldn't anyway. Yeah, the MPUV, that would work. Ideally, it would have a bit of protection, though, so that it's not just going to blow up. But yeah, you know, a little sort of, I suppose, like alien dropship that can fit inside something like this. I suppose the trouble is the majority of them, even like a Vanguard, will probably be too big for a vehicle like this, I would think. Yo, Taron, how you doing? Rockin', welcome. No, I've been poorly, mate, but I'm slowly getting better, thankfully. How are you? Yeah, I don't think a Vanguard would fit. Nice one, APOC. Are you seeing anyone around? To be fair, most of the time when there's a Polaris around, until we get the Perseus, I suppose, but whenever there's a Polaris around, these ships act more like deterrents. So essentially, we shouldn't ever have to fire anything, but you never know. It could happen, of course.
We do have plenty of NPCs up in the air above us.
Hostile NPCs? Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Oh, they'll be for the space station, will they?
Star Wars going up on up there.
Yeah.
It's a trap!
It's a top. Yeah, there's all sorts of NPCs up there. We'll be going up there soon anyway. Does the terrapin not fit in the plan? Yeah, the terrapin does. I suppose that would work. I mean, we have the medical terrapin. Oftentimes, Deacon will fit that in, and that will provide a good support vehicle for that. But what I mean is ones that have, you know, like a dropship, like all these ships that have a role, like a dropship, for example, eventually, based on all the different balancing and, I suppose, maelstrom and everything else, using the right ship for the right situation, so a dropship for a dropship situation rather than a sort of medical rescue for a dropship situation, will be optimal and more advised, and it just feels cooler, you know. Whereas right now, you can essentially just bundle everyone into whatever ship fits them and then all deploy. But yeah, ideally it would be deploying from maybe Apox in a smaller ship, getting to the ground, the pilot dropping everyone off, then getting out of there, so they're not vulnerable on the ground, and then us doing our job and then coming back and getting back on and getting back up to the ship. We just use 2 Polaris because it's fun, and it just makes things a lot easier. But if it is the Polaris killing the frame rate, it would be better yet to not have to deal with it. Because right now, it is a slideshow. Oh, that shot fast. Bolting, how you doing? You're sad when you got the message that I was sick on Monday. You were in hospital waiting for your girlfriend because she was having open surgery. How has she gotten on, Bolting? Sorry to hear that, mate.
Could you hit the button, Ryan?
Yeah, will do. We're going down. Helmet check. I hope she's doing alright, mate. Yeah, GQ. Player versus frames right now. Jacob, welcome. A Terrapin dropship would be cool. And it would be kind of suited because the Terrapin is supposed to be quite a heavily armored ship as well, isn't it?
So same deal. It looks like this one is aligned as well. So we're just gonna go pick up the battery.
Okay, copy. Hopefully I can get out of this frame hell. This Atlas. Looks like the Atlas tried to open the door.
That's the wrong door. Over here.
I'm on your 6. Yeah, I can see the battery. There's definitely people inside, though. Do we aggro them or grab the battery and get out of here?
Let's see if we can just sneak away with the grand prize.
Sounds good. Move it. All right, regroup on Deacon. We're moving out. Oh, Oppenheim. I thought I fell.
Next up, space station and fun.
Nice. I've not been to one of these space stations since it was in Theatres of War, so I'm assuming they've done a lot to it. Are you You're having some bad sleep as well, APOC? 45 minutes cycles. Oof. Painful. Had Mal's. What's Mal's? Yeah, I hope she recovers swiftly, my friend. Sorry to hear that. Alright, are we all on board? Yeah, looks good. Vect, can you shut the door if you haven't already? Could you close that hangar door there, please, Vect? Oh my lord, these frames are just terrible.
Close all doors before we take off.
Yeah, nice one. It always seems to be the Polaris that causes this. Like, once it sort of loads... I think it's because it's such a big ship and it has to keep streaming in and out the internals. It kind of hits it and then it settles and then it hits it and then settles. So medium acute ligament syndrome is a condition where the ligament in the lower chest, medium acute ligament, compresses the celiac artery, leading to symptoms like abdominal pain, nausea, and weight loss, particularly after eating. Oh, mate, that sounds awful. I hope she recovers quick, mate. Sorry to hear that. That sounds bad. Well, it sounds painful, especially.
You're gonna have front row seats to a little war up here, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We've got a few of us up here as well, which is looking impressive. Here we go. All these NPCs fighting away. Hopefully the frames settle down.
Here, Ryan.
Yeah, I hear you, mate. So she's had to deal with it for a long time and they kept sending her away. Flipping doctors. Useless. I remember taking Summer to the doctors once and the doctor ended up Googling it. Like, I could do that at home, mate. keep drinking. Alright, we're coming in. Got one close. Have we got anyone on the lower turret? I'll head down to a turret. You man one of the guns, Vect. Either a side turret or torpedo turret, maybe. That might work. Come on. Ugh. Let's go down. Let's not exit. Let's go to the cargo bay. Open fire!
Most of those guys are below us. I can't target them.
Right, copy. Alright, let's get into this turret. Oh, hang on, is Iggy in this one? I think he's already there, isn't he? Yeah, okay, he's in this one. I couldn't see him when I looked down. That was weird. Let me get into one of the side turrets.
You know that every time you regen, you get stronger. Win or lose, I'll be back stronger.
Oh my god, these frame rates. Terrible. Well, if he does regen, he's probably not going to regen with the regen crisis going on. Joke's on him. Welcome, mate. I apologize. I keep meaning to reply on Instagram. I do apologize, sir. But yeah, we're back to Polaris Adventures. How are you doing? Kept trying to remind myself and then kept forgetting about it. Well, I've been a bit poorly, but, you know. Ruffy, how you doing? You at work? Nice. Yeah, it's definitely the sort of game to get addicted to. Do you want to... Is someone in that one? Oh, that's an escape pod. Okay, that'll explain it. Must be a bit further back. Am I at the wrong door here?
We do have Stranger Danger Polaris on our left. He's dead now.
Oh dear. Stranger Danger.
Well, what else do you want to call
Oh no, it rings true. Yeah, by all means, by all means, mate.
Can't call him hostile because he didn't shoot at us, but he did follow us.
He's definitely a dangerous stranger.
Welcome to Robert Space Industries. Enjoy the water. System.
Oh boy. Right, who have we got? I can't do this with 8 frames. It's just not going to work. There doesn't seem to be any NPCs on the platform itself.
So we need, Ryan, we need 2 batteries on this side, and then we're going to fly over and place the last battery on the other side.
Okay, I'll go and get that ready. I'm dealing with very little frames, though, so I can't guarantee things are going to go smoothly on my end. Well, it's very buggy, it's very laggy in terms of frames.
It should be better when we get by the side.
Yeah. It's not just you, Ruffy, don't worry, mate. Yes, CIG's motto. Right, let me just lower this down. I think it's on this side. Alright, I've got one. I'm ready to rock. I'm going to chuck it out here. Keep it protected. Chuck it behind Vectornaut there. At this, whatever that is. Right, I've got two. Got one in hand right now. I'm ready to move wherever I need to go. Don't know where I'm putting it though.
Alright.
Shit, we've got enemies behind us by the looks of things. Was that me, Deacon? Did I whack that into you then? Are you up?
I don't know what that was.
That might have been a battery into the back of the head. Do apologise.
Alright, let's push in and see if everything is in working order in here.
Okay, well, I've got the battery with me. You tell me where to put it. I'll try and be more gentle with it.
They need to go in the housing outside, but they look like they're already...
Sorry, Iggy. I mean, Vect. Sorry, mate. Oh, okay, I'll leave it out here for now then until we're ready to move back. I'm just hitting everyone with these with these batteries. Sketch, how you doing? What the flicking heck was that?
Alright, we got the key card. Back to the ship.
Right, copy. Not that way. Got to get this battery back in.
Pull back, Rhino. Pull back. Return to ship.
Keep me covered. There is another battery.
I got it.
Or just next to this. Is it Argo? I think on the right hand side or whatever that is on the right, behind that ship. Damn it, where's that gone? You layering that one down. Let's get this. Call Rhino. Get back here, Vect. Rhino, quick. Oh, mate, these frames are just diabolical. Can't even bring this back. It's not allowing me to. Hang on, let's try this again. You got it.
I got it.
Nope, it's now bugging out my weapon. Okay, there we go. Alright, I think we're all back on board now. Well, not much I can do with these frames at the moment, other than just kind of figure out where I'm supposed to be heading. How did you guys manage to attract them all? What everyone on the server? I don't know if there's many players here, to be fair. I think they're mostly just NPCs. You had to go fix your breakfast. Can we back up the stream 15 minutes? What broke your breakfast? What happened? Cover me. I'm the streamer. How you doing, Stevie? Haven't been able to get this event to work last couple of weeks. May the Lord Roberts bless you on this attempt. Yeah, well, thankfully, most of it's already set up and done. Oh, my good God. I can't be dealing with these frames right now. Well, I don't know if it's to do with the frames as such or if it's more to do with just Polaris, but it could be Star Citizen in general. But yeah, I'm not sure. It only seems to happen when we take these Polaris out now. Welcome back. Oh, yours was running the same, was it, Daz? And you weren't using a Polaris then? Can we invite Erms to the party, please, guys? I think it is the Polaris. Whenever we don't use it, or whenever I'm using something else, it seems to run alright. Or when we get further away from it, it seems fine. But it could be a mixture of things, to be fair. Oh, fix some, as in make some breakfast.
To be fair, there's a lot going on that station.
Yeah, but it was doing the same down planet side as well. Yeah, I've heard the term fix the breakfast.
A lot of abandoned ships around here.
But yeah, not... it makes a lot more sense now. Yo, Simon. How you doing? Welcome. Too much ship for my PC. It is at the moment. You've played on your own and found things to be okay. As soon as I join others in a party, it falls apart. Well, to be fair, we've not had too many problems working as a group of many players. You know, we've been doing these sort of things for a while now, sort of post 4.0, and they've been working pretty well. But every now and again, whenever you're in a Polaris for the first time, it seems to just tank everything. We try to keep them sort of away from the main AO, but it is what it is. It'll settle down. It'll get optimized and whatnot. Performance has been degrading since yesterday. It could be. Certainly could be. You went in a Pisces and the NPCs were teleporting. I think it's location, but location plus Polaris. Yeah, there's definitely other things involved. There's, you know, as Deacon says, there's a lot of ships lying around. There's a lot of scrap and whatnot that could be causing it. The locations could need more optimizations as well. But I am looking forward to
all the leftover landing gear just hanging in the air.
Yeah.
That is a major performance error.
And just a danger everywhere. Flipping landing gear. Yo, Stig, how you doing? You found that you get a massive loss when piloting the Polaris near the ground. The pilot spline line seems to cause it. Oh, so it could be UI maybe causing it. That's interesting. But yeah, very excited to sort of get this new PC built and see if that can... And also set this one up as a stream machine so that it doesn't break everything when that happens. Sin Omega, thank you so much for the raid! Exclamation DEF. How was your stream, my friend? 07, sir. I'll try getting back into a turret, see if that... Oh boy, what's happened? Ugh. See if we can get out of this one. I haven't seen... Oh, I've been linked to the leaks, but I have yet to fully read them. But yeah, it's probably best we don't openly chat about them for now, because some people won't want to see them. What's that? Sorry, Deke, are we ready to roll again?
We're ready to...
What, the bunker? You cut out just last minute then. What's happened?
Yeah, fire the big boy.
Nice. Alright then. Do we go down out the bottom?
The card is here. Where do you go, Ryan?
I disappeared
The
on
card
me.
is here.
Oh, okay. I see.
It's semi into the table.
Oh, yeah. Feels like we're doing a dodgy deal here. Okay, you lead the way. Yeah, well, the problem is I've had issues in the past where the stream machine can crash. Like I've got one PC, and if it crashes and the whole stream goes down, it would be a lot better to get to the point where we're coming back to impatient, where it doesn't just completely break the stream and have to restart. So having it separate will definitely be a big benefit there. Oh, flipping heck, what's blowing up inside here? Did something blow up close by?
Somebody tried to blow us up.
Well, they blew up some vehicles, but we seem to have survived. Has our ship survived? APOC, I think we're under attack, mate. Is the ship functioning still, or are we...
He's on it.
Nice one. Alright, I'm on you. Flipping heck, that was a bit of a blast. I'm looking forward to seeing this bunker, though. Seems like a really cool spot. Could have been an A1. Yeah, it certainly could have been. We have got air support up there, but that's a lot of cyclone now done. I love these towers. It feels very, you know, testing the atom bomb style.
Yeah, we got a small war going on in the
Yeah.
background here.
Looks like some players are sort of sneaking through, but hopefully we've got them. Yeah, potential spoilers. Exactly. We don't want to talk about... And plus, some of them might be related to 4.1.1, others might not. And, yeah, got to be careful with those. Thank you, by the way, though, Dad, for not, you know, just splurging them. Or splurging them. Oh, this place is cool. Okay. Let me grab that. Oh, hang on. It's saying is this where it's bugged, where it's not primed?
It should be primed.
It's not allowing me to put this key in. It's saying it's not primed. If you look at this over here, it says offline. This might be why it was set up completely, but not fired. I think someone's hot micing. Yeah, I get the impression this is probably why everything was already set up and aligned, but it's been incomplete.
Yeah, I'm just asking the scouts to check if the other ones are aligned as well.
All right, copy. Keep these doorways safe, guys. Keep an eye out for anyone sneaking in to take us out. Let's not drop our guard yet. And someone is hot micing. I can hear people running around inside this place. Harry Kelmer, welcome. 07. So CPU at the moment is a 10900K. I mean, to be fair, the PC is great for Star Citizen, and when I'm not streaming, it plays it really well. Talking to me there. I'm assuming there's not much we can do about this, is there? I love this bunker, though. Just want to see Deathclaws running around outside.
Alright, let's head back to the Polaris. We're going to try the other side
Okay, copy.
of the planet.
Let's move. Right, regroup back on the ship, guys.
If she still flies. She did take a big hit.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's soft-deathed. Yeah, so you essentially plug the batteries in, you prime everything, and technically it was already done. So whoever was here before us, we just gathered extra batteries. When we got up to the space station, everything was all set and primed. But whatever the bug is, it's not referring that information to this bunker. So we cannot technically prime it and fire it, which again is probably why it's not been complete yet. Which is a shame, but you know, it obviously needs fixing, and then it'll be usable. What CPU have you got then? Yeah, for me, I really want to get, like, doing this sort of off-grid stuff. Bye-bye, wheel. Doing this, like, off-grid series and getting into being all like creative with visuals and so forth, it makes me really want to do that a lot more, but stream it at the best possible quality, you know, record at the best possible quality as well, and with more and more graphical stuff to be exposed, like global illumination and many other aspects. Look at all these flipping wheels. It would be really nice.
The cyclones died.
Yeah, just I assume the ship's all right though, is it?
Yeah, it should be fine.
How strange. Just took a location blast, I guess, or proximity.
We took an A2 bomb to the nose and survived. So
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the plan, is to get it. Yeah, we're all good. I'm just getting rid of any extra wheels, but we're good to take off.
Just don't stand too close to the door.
Copy that, Iggy. Step back, mate. Be careful. Might get sucked out of there. It'll, yeah, the plan is to sort of try and get my videos to 4K, get my streams to a higher resolution as well, and, you know, Star Citizen's getting to that point now where it is just so worth doing that. I mean, my PC now is, what, 4 or 5 years old? Doing alright, but it's certainly showing its age. It's done me proud for a while. It's clean-up duty. I love it. Oh, that one's stuck in the floor. Hopefully that will not cause any problems. Alright, is that all of the dead stuff? Okay, I think you can close up the hangar doors, Deacon. Yeah, bounty hunting is probably still the quickest way to make money. Bear in mind, though, when we do get the updates to bounty hunting version 2 or whatever it becomes called, the speed at which you can make money bounty hunting, even against NPCs, will reduce drastically. I don't think people are going to be ready for that. Oh, are you getting the same FPS hit then, Erms? Okay, it's not just me then. Vector not. An old AMD 3000 series. What are you going to go for then? Any ideas yet? Yeah, it just gets in... Exactly. It does what it needs to, but then can just sort of slowly deplete as time goes on. We probably lost about 3 or 4 Cyclones, maybe 3 and an Ursa. But, thankfully, none of us died and the ship survived. So we took a direct hit, and... Or maybe not a direct hit, it was potentially one that dropped to the side of us, but the Cyclones and whatnot were exposed to it, so they took the brunt. I love these places. Yeah, they do look like festival things, don't they? Careful taking off. We've got landing gear all over here. But what I like about these locations is, again, not necessarily the event. The event I can take or leave. It's interesting, and I appreciate the work they've done into it, and it makes for some really great, fun content to play through, especially as a group. But for me, what I love is just the fact that these locations are here permanently, and they can be looted. Like, as part of the Zero to Hero thing, we can probably start that Zero to Hero thing maybe Friday on Twitch, if you like, Deke. Is,
Yeah, I'm game.
Nice one. Is being able to come to these locations and remain hidden.
Of Tony.
Oh, that's true, yeah. Tony and... Is it Ari? Or Arthur? I think it's Ari, isn't it?
Arthur and Tony, yeah.
Oh, Arthur, that's it, okay. We sound like Peaky Blinders. But, yeah, doing all this stuff outside of the mission. Like, all that stuff is there to be looted, because people have come down here, they've died, they've got what they need, they've gotten out of here. If we can sneak in and grab what we can and then sell it, it's going to be great. Thinking Sand, how you doing? So bounties, the payouts are not necessarily getting nerfed, but the speed at which... So for example, right now, bounty hunting is... This person is here, you fly to their location, you blow them up, you get paid. That isn't what bounty hunting is going to involve when they are, you know, said and done. It is going to be... You have to track your target, you have to find them. This is NPCs and players, and then you have to chase them. You might have to go planet side. They may call him back. You know, it's going to be more of a cat and mouse chase. As you would probably see in something like Red Dead, I suppose. But even there, they're stuck in one place. They're not really going to go too far, but they do run away. But yeah, these NPCs will be able to quantum travel away and escape you. So it isn't going to be as silly or as simple as go to this location, kill this person, and then get your money. There's going to be a lot more to it. So the payouts may stay the same. You know, the amount you get per kill or capture will remain the same. But the idea of actually the process of it is not going to be as quick and rinse repeat. You forget who CIG is. The bounty hunting, and bounty hunting won't be done if it's nerfed. Ship bounties are not the same. Well, no, what I'm saying is it's not gonna be a case of this is a ship bounty or an NPC bounty. Chris wants it to be as you would expect in any form of like he said it was like the Mandalorian. He wants it to be like that, where you're chasing people. It isn't going to be strictly ships or strictly FPS. Yeah, that was beautiful. It can be either. You can find an NPC on the ground and then suddenly they get to a ship and they take off. Then it becomes a flight. Yeah, exactly. Bounties are bounties. What situation you find them in will be determined by what that NPC is doing at that time, and then that can change as they fly around and do other things. Yo, Flood, how you doing? Was helping an RP guy with some starcitizen questions last night. He said last time he played, you had to transfer money through a beacon system. Completely forgot we had to do that in the past. What do you mean? Like, as in... I don't remember. I mean, we had the beacon system. Oh, as in that's the only way we can pay someone, yeah. Via the combat escort. And you had to try and work out how much per minute it was going to be. Yeah, that was funny. Just nip into the loot. Oh, wee time.
Come again, Ryan.
Weapons system is on.
We are currently heading to the stations because these look aligned as well.
We have a new message of the day, which actually helps. New message of the day, what part of it is to help clean up landing gear? How coincidental is that? So, message of the day, we are currently working on a new 4.1 client.
Yeah, it was the same as yesterday.
Oh, right, fair enough.
They had a potential fix yesterday. Apparently it didn't work, so now they're trying another method.
Ah, okay. Man, I've been out of it. So we are currently working on a new 4.1 client dedicated game server hotfix. And are planning on opening up the hotfix channel for client testing with 4 crash fixes earlier today. The dedicated game server hotfix has potential landing gear clutter fixes that we are testing on select shards. I really hope that's the case. If they can get it to the point where all landing gear is just cleaned. Like, that's the priority of culling, right? Everything else, I don't mind it lingering around, of course, because it's fair salvage. Landing gear is just a pain because it's damaging to FPS, damaging to your ship because we fly into it, and it just looks naff. We're also working through a blocking issue for 4.1.1 and may have a new build for Ivocati today or tomorrow if all goes well. Goal is to accelerate 4.1.1 waves as soon as possible after a couple of Ivocati publishes. So yeah, they're pushing it hard. Bounties are something I have to find clues to where he could be. Yes, exactly. So what we're going to have is apps. You'll be part of a guild where you'll be able to get information as to where someone, like, you'll be pinged up every time a contact is, oh boy, Wardeer's you'll be pinged every time a potential contract or bounty is near you, and you can then decide whether you want to take it on or not. It's not going to be a case of having to travel across the universe to find them. It'll be if you're in a local vicinity, then you'll be able to go and deal with them. What else was there? But using different methods of tools and, signature systems and so forth to quantum travel track or see where they may have been or where they might be going. Alright, we're behind you, Rhino. Ready to push out, mate.
Alright, same deal. We need to push to the control room and see what's missing.
Yeah, copy.
Cover high and low, guys.
Nice one. Okay, let's get in here, do what we need to do. Oh, flipping heck. Everybody still up? Pushing in with you, Deacon. Yeah.
I'm gonna mess you up.
Who can spare a mag?
I'm gonna go on them.
Oh my god, this guy... I don't think I'm even hitting him. I think there's like an invisible wall there. Shit, reloading close. I need to heal.
Alright, so there's a battery missing.
Okay, do we know where it needs to be?
No, we're gonna have to check each of the terminals.
Alright, copy. Alright, let's push back, push back.
Nice.
I need to move some ammo. Oh, pure chaos. Let me just get some more ammo on myself. That canna, yeah. I think that's moved some. Whoop. I'll just follow you and make sure you're protected. Just Doc, how you doing? Welcome.
Checking the other pad.
Roger, I'm on your 6, mate. Oh, it's dark. This reminds me of Port Olisar back in the day. Man, it's been a while since I've been to Seraphim Station. Is he dead? Flipping heck, what's taking this guy so long? I don't know if he's going down or what. There we go. I love how the audio is different. Who's this guy? Is he friendly or enemy? What's going on? We've got...
He looks like he's from...
Okay, okay. Sorry, bud.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you.
Ah, nice. Sorry for giving you a crime set. After shooting.
Oh, it's alright. Oh, yeah, no worries.
So, is this thing bugged? Or what?
I think so. Yeah, we're trying to... It's saying that it needs a battery, but they all seem to be
trying
full.
to invite him.
Okay, nice one.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, the best station. Yeah, we've just been down to the bunker and it didn't seem to allow us to press the button. It said everything needs priming.
That might explain why so few people are on the server.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, why would they be here if it's not going to work?
73 on chart.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm trying to invite you to the party.
I'm already in a party now. Someone killed... My friend was here like a couple of seconds ago and someone of you just shot him.
He might be dead.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's alright. That's alright.
Oh, man. It's just... It all gets lost in the chaos.
Yeah, that's just starcitizen stuff.
Yep. Can you take...
I'm just gonna head
We're
Okay,
quite a large-
safe travels.
Large group, so when we see somebody,
you too,
they
you too.
die.
Deke, can we try taking out the batteries and then putting them in again, or swapping them for our own batteries, if that's a potential option?
Let me check with Recon. He's done this before.
Okay, copy. Keep your wits about you, just in case these NPCs spawn back in again. Yeah, he's dead, sorry. Sorry, mate. Oh, sorry. I hope we're getting shots from somewhere here. Is this NPC? I think so. Yeah.
I'm going to check the controls again, see if there's something pushable.
Okay, copy. There he goes. That was cool. Is that him? Where are these people spawning from? Like these NPCs? They were just on the pad. Off he goes. I like it when people do flybys. Keep an eye out, because these NPCs are still just randomly spawning in, guys. I'm moving inside, Rhino. I'm moving inside, Rhino. Yo, Red. How you doing today, sir? I don't think I've got any ammunition on my body. Yeah, there is a guide to it, but I think it's just bugged. I think there's they're just having issues with it, so it needs to be fixed. You know, to get it working properly. Because everything is technically aligned and set up, but down at the bunker, it is saying that everything needs priming. Like nothing has been primed, but that is not the case. Let me have a look around here while we got the opportunity. In fact, let me just check this corner and then I'll fiddle around with my ammunition. Because, what are all these things? Flipping, how much arc-light pistol ammunition do I have? I don't want that on there. Oh no, that's not arc-light, I see. That can come off. Put these on, so that's 3. I can take that off. 4. And then the rest can be in my backpack, that's fine. Alright, there we are, that's better. Zip. But yeah, we're looking into it, seeing if we can figure out what's going on. But it's if it's a bug, then there's probably not much we can do. NPC to our 300, or Ninetales to our 300. Just heard the voice. Got a derelict cutter out here as well. Not seeing him. Straight front. Nicely done. This reminds me so much of Port Olisar. Oh man, such a nostalgic feeling that. That looks like some freaky person deformed in you know, like Dead Space. Craps. What's hitting me there? Oh man, there's a few around here. Oh, his gun's floating. Must have gotten him. Got to remember about this not zero G, but low gravity. It makes it very confusing. I love the sounds though, how you, like, I'm assuming they've just implemented the sounds now for, like, that realistic sound, or realistic audio. Ooh, nice. For, you know, for non-atmospherics, or whatever it's called. You know what I mean. But the minute you get outside, it's just all like thuddy. Sounds great. Yo, Bandit, how you doing? Are you saying you spent all this time doing the... Well, no, we haven't, thankfully, but whoever has done all this prior to us getting here had spent all that time doing it just for it to not work. So, yeah. Whoever that was, unfortunately, didn't get to complete the mission. We've just kind of zoomed through it. Got NPC prospectors firing away here. Ninetales prospectors. How's it looking, Deacon? Any ideas, mate?
We're trying to figure it out. But it looks like this one is bugged as well.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, that's dead. Dead, dead. Oh. Oh, shit. He could have had me. As he could have. Alright, I'm regrouping with the rest of the group. Getting a bit sketchy out here.
Yeah, let's get back to the ship.
Copy, on my way. Copy, on the way. Alright, guys. Up on...
Go, I got your back.
Enemy sound close in here. One down. Shit. Ow, 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 ow.
I'll cover you.
Come on. Damn it.
Keep them occupied.
I just need to get my
That
ammo.
landing pad A, right? I think we're on B.
Yeah, it's alright. I'm just taking cover while I get reloaded.
Go ahead.
Do I drink orange juice daily? No video why. I drink orange juice, but not daily. Alright, pushing past you, Deacon, heading towards the ship. You move.
Gotcha.
Flipping heck, he's throwing a grenade. Okay, reloading. Are you still alive, Deacon? Shit, is that you? No, that's not you.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you're
just
there.
ran out of ammo.
Okay, let's move.
Laying down covering fire.
Get sight of the Polaris. Frame rate just dies. We've got to fight our way out of here because they're all over this landing pad.
Yeah, they're swarming the Polaris. They might even be inside the Polaris.
Oh, that's going to be
They
fun.
do that now, by the way.
Nice. Alright, I'm making a dash for it. Are you moving?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Whoa, stuff is exploding around us.
Oh, look at the damage on the side of Polaris.
Oh, yeah.
Top right.
Yeah, she's taking a bit of a beating.
Maelstrom take an effect.
Alright, I'm in. Are we all in?
I think we lost a couple of crew members, but... Oh, they're here. Okay,
Excellent.
get out of here.
No deaths. That's what I like to see. Gotta drink some vitamin C as I could get scurvy. Flipping heck, that's a bit of a jump to a
Well, we did
conclusion in the
lose
video.
Ramon a couple of times, but... yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I just had the fever, mate. It isn't going to be scurvy, don't worry. Nutshot death scene, yeah. Wearing heavy armor, gripping his balls. If there's not that much protection in heavy armor for the ball sack, you want to be choosing a different piece of armor. Yeah, yeah, it's not scurvy. I think Summer picked it up from somewhere and then passed it on to me. Not scurvy, but, you know, whatever it is. Just a one-day high-temperature fever, but, man, it took it out of me. I think it might just be as I'm getting older as well, it takes it out of me a bit more, but it's unavoidable, unfortunately, as in many cases, as Summer starts doing all these different things like toddler gyms and so forth, hanging out with other people. It's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. Yeah, that's the trouble with these smoothies. It's like all these smoothies you read about how healthy they are, but like you get like an apple juice or something. You wouldn't eat 5 apples in one sitting because the fiber in the apples fills you up, so you don't want to eat anymore. Whereas if you're just drinking the juice, you're just getting yeah, copy. An overconsumption of, you know, sugar. Yeah, deadly. I think so.
Next. Hit a third location.
Say that again. You were just breaking up as we were jumping. It really is,
Well, landing at Everest to refuel and repair and figure out if we're gonna hit a third location.
Okay, copy. Yeah, the PDCs murder, or they don't murder, but they take on everyone. They're really beastie, aren't they? Children, cutest little disease vectors. Yeah. But no, it was so cute. She's gone to this, it's like a toddler gym where, because she's 2 months from being 3, this particular class is for, like, I think 3 to 5 year olds, or maybe 4 to 5 year olds. I can't remember, but it must have been 3 to 5, because they said there's no point in her joining the previous one. She can join this one and be the sort of the youngest in the class. And it was so sweet watching her just follow along with what was said. You know, like she was sat in a group and they said, oh, point to the number on the wall that with how old you are. And she went running up and pointed to it. She's just skipping along, wanting to, you know, like you got like a balance beam, you're doing roly-polies, they're putting themselves up on a bar. It's the cutest thing watching her just go about and doing it. And, you know, you're not sure how she's going to take to it. Of course, there was a little girl there that just immediately, as soon as she sort of went into the gym, just started bawling and wanted her mum back. And we thought, oh, someone could do that. But, you know, it's cute. It's heartbreaking to be like, where are you going? But it's good for it. You have at least 10 more years of having every bug on the school year. Well, thankfully, she's not going to school, so she's not going to be picking up, you know, daily bugs from school. But at the same time, she'll be going to classes. So either way, she'll be picking stuff up from all these places. It's just one of those things, like you say, Craigie, where it's just going to be an express lane of flu and colds and...
We came in upside down, so this is going to be an interesting landing.
All right, we're all watching. Oh, it's so cute, Steve. The toddler gym is so cute. You just got these little dots split into groups with their little, you know, with their teachers, just trying to get them to balance.
Polaris do a backflip?
I feel like I'm about to. I feel like I'm about to feel the Polaris do a backflip, rather than see it happening.
Where's your faith, buddy?
Oh, I have plenty of faith, don't worry. Oh yeah, not like, you know, get on those dumbbells, deadlifts. It's, thankfully, we've done a lot of this stuff at home with it, like balance beams and roly-polies and so forth. So she kind of knows what to do, but in a different environment with a different person telling her, and depending on how she is, because halfway through she needed a wee. And it was, we could tell, me and Rachel could tell immediately when she needed a wee because she's getting distracted.
We have almost docked. Don't leave the ship. We're taking off immediately as soon as we're done repair it.
Yarby. And, you know, she's not doing what she's told as much. She's starting to sort of deviate. And Rach was like, I'm going to... Because we didn't know how we're supposed to approach it. And we saw a lady next to us, thankfully, just before Summer needed a wee, have her daughter need a wee. So she, you know, took her shoes off, went into the gym, took her to the toilet, and came out. Because a lot of these other toddlers in this room were doing it by themselves. Whereas Summer can go to the potty by herself, but she doesn't... If it's a poo, she doesn't know what to do. Like, we clean her up. Like, that's the next phase, in fact. But thankfully, we saw this lady do it. So Rachel was there, taking her shoes off, getting ready. And then Summer was kind of just wandering, looking a bit like she was crossing her legs. So Rach went in and was just like, Summer, do you need the toilet? And she has a knack right now for being like, no, I don't. Even though she clearly does. But thankfully, she was very much, yes, let's go. But she didn't want to leave. She didn't want to end. She thinks that if you go to the potty, that's the end of something, you know, which we're trying to explain to her. It's not. Like, she, you know, I don't want to eat. I don't want to go to the potty while I'm eating because I don't want to keep eating. You juiced about 20 apples once I started drinking the juice I had squeezed. Suddenly realised I had drunk it all. I would never eat. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, all these fruit shakes and things which are advertised as healthy, you're overdosing on natural sugar. And it's, you know, obviously it's not artificial sugar, but it's still not good for you. Flippin' heck, I think you went to another dimension then. You what? But yeah, it's... like, I suppose orange juice is not too bad because you don't necessarily consume the flesh as much as you would an apple. Like, there's a lot more liquid in an orange than there is in an apple. But again, it's the same principle. You wouldn't sit there and consume like 5 oranges in one sitting. The actual fiber you get in the flesh satiates you and stops you from wanting to eat anymore. She is getting a herd immunity set up. Yep. Bless her. I mean, it's, you know, if we can avoid what we can, then we will. But inevitably, we can't avoid everything, and it's just the way it is. The PDCs shoot down your own torpedoes. Nice. That's so funny. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah, it's a bit of a, 4.1, when it came out, it's obviously had its rough edges, but it's getting polished. And each time they bring in more and more, not necessarily with 4.1 builds, but, like the interim patches, they're bringing in these other little much-needed fixes. And if they can get this landing gear culled, that for me would be one of the best things to go, because the amount of times we end up like almost crashing into it or crashing into it. Oh, they were running a loss at 2023. I'm not concerned about any of that. They're doing what they're doing, and I think this year already the build is in a much better place and it's more playable. I'm seeing so many more players come back to the game, playing it consistently. I'm seeing an uptick in positive comments about the experience versus what it used to be. And if they can continue with the direction they're going in now, by the end of the year, with Squadron on the cusp of releasing the next year and just the PU being playable, then we're in for a good time. But of course it is borderline as to whether people are going to stick to it or not. But at the end of the day, they keep going and they'll get there. I don't tend to concern myself with all that stuff. I'm here for the game, Obviously, it is part of it because no funding, no game. But we are at a good point here where things are starting to come together better. Just better tracking or power management, or what's that, John? Are you on about the targeting of missiles and torpedoes with PDCs? They've actually there's been some updates on, is it FPS radar and scanning or signatures in the monthly report? I can't remember what it said actually. We'll have to run through that some one of these days as well. It might be more that for Friday. This Friday, it might be more of a running through the monthly report and maybe getting started with the Zero to Hero. Or we'll see how we get on with it. Maybe start Zero to Hero next week. But yeah, there's some good stuff in that report.
Roger that.
Yeah, the same thing. Like, obviously, there's a lot of like doom and gloom with the whole LA studio.
I can't wait for the Zero to Hero.
Yeah, if things are running smooth, it should go really well, especially with all these new locations here. Like, hitting up these places together as like a little stealth pair, trying to loot what we can find. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's, the LA studio was a sensible choice to close it, based on what they've said, with there just being a skeleton crew there. Everyone, the majority of, not everyone, but the majority, the head honchos are based in UK now. That studio will continue to expand. Montreal will. Just priorities shift, and I suppose where Chris is the main building, right? But yeah, I'm optimistic that this year we can see Star Citizen get to a really playable state, irrespective of what features and content we have.
It looks like they found the bug that causes this to break, so the next hotfix should fix these
Good.
these missions.
Yeah, that would be nice. We'll definitely have to try this again.
Yeah, people are apparently trying to cheat the system, so they have multiple cards, and then they break the system.
Is that the exploit thing then?
Yeah, one of them.
Right. But yeah, like, at the end of the day, they're still heavily investing into putting the game out, right? So there's still a lot of expenditure going
They
on.
also fixed a duping bug, so you can't do it in your hangar anymore.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Yo, Sonny. No, we're just talking about that, in fact. Sounds like they found the issue, and they're hopefully rolling it out with a hotfix. Yeah, that's true, with tax just coming to an end here in the UK. Well, not the end. That would be nice. But the rollover. There's also a helmet that you... Yes, the latest helmet flood apparently has that ping in it, doesn't it? That option to ping. There was something... I think it was said that the ability to see components inside of a ship when you ping or with your HUD, but when you're outside, you can't see them, which is going to be interesting, but also that could expose some pretty useful headgear for an engineer being able to locate. You know, like, for example, if you're training to be an engineer, or if you're an engineer on board the Polaris, or one of them, there's a lot of components, and they'll be dotted around the ship, and being able to find them will take a lot of time, and, you know, the longer you do it, the more experienced you become, and then you'll just instinctively know where to look for them. Not instinctively, but you'll know where to look for them. Someone just flew into the ship, into the space station. But wearing something like a headgear that will tell you where these things are, like, will highlight them for you, will be great for an engineer to use, or a trainee engineer, because, you know, at the end of the day, engineers may be on different... is Iggy on the main gun? I don't think so. Oh no, he's there, I believe. Yes, in person. Okay, let me get on the main gun. Being able to just know whenever you get on board a ship where the component might be, without having to think about it or look at a map. Power of 2, how you doing? Welcome. Ship prices are going to go up. I don't know. I wouldn't... maybe. I don't think they would go up necessarily, but, you know, with all that stuff about the economy and all, you know, with all prices seem to be going... In fact, our rent is going up. We had a real awkward conversation with... not awkward, because at the end of the day, we've been here 4 years and they haven't put the price up at all. And they were open to negotiation. Really nice people, to be fair. But, yeah, it is, unfortunately, going to happen.
Enjoy the ride. System check. Shields damaged. Radar contact.
Oh, I can't quite track him.
Enemy down. Enemy down.
I want him. Do we have to use auto tracking, or is there a... It feels like that's the... Oh no, we've got other options. Okay. I feel like I should be better without it. There we go. We've got pips again. Excellent. Turrets now have that, whatever it's called.
Shields damaged. Enemy down.
It's so obvious every time you're the one making a hit. It's just boom.
Yeah, you can hear it, can't you? Blammo.
Oh my god!
This thing's a proper beast.
Poor guy.
What size weapons are these?
Size 6, dual size 6 ballistic cannons.
Nice. What we got here?
I think you killed them all.
Yeah, looks like we got everybody. JPEG inflation, Kyle, yeah. Thing is, they may, because, you know, they have already... game packages will generally go up as well, just with how games are going up in terms of general inflation. But hopefully, they'll be able to remain as decently as low as possible. Well, yeah, rent in LA would probably cost a fortune for their studio as well. Oh, are they size 7? They might be, I don't know.
Alright, so it looks like all the orbital cannons or lasers have broken on this shard, so unfortunately not this time.
We could always try and loot them if you like.
You know what? I'm sick of watching inept dipshits try and take you out.
Yeah, we could do that.
See what gear we can get from them, because all those things are open. So I say let's go down, gather as much as we can, and bring them back to the ship. You heard the shield's damage and thought it was you. Yo, be better, how you doing? I'm so lost. Need to take the elevator back up, don't I? In fact, I'm probably better here, to be fair. Getting ready to deploy. Ooh, we've got some really effed up magazines there. What, Mario Kart's $80? Is that serious? Captain Carrot, how you doing? Welcome, sir.
Do that.
Could probably do with getting that out of here. Yeah, I'll move that when we get a chance. What, 90 for physical? Seriously?
Are you cleaning my ship?
I'm trying. Yeah. Well, I thought we got everything, but one piece remaining. Yeah, no, that's a stupid price. That's the thing, like $45 for starcitizen is an absolute bargain. And at the end of the day, even if the ships do go up, it can still all be earned in-game. Whoa. Didn't expect that. The game just crashed. Hopefully you can spawn straight back into where you were, Erms. Yo, Delta Gen, how you doing? Welcome back, Dendra. It's going well, it's going fine, but yeah, we can't complete the mission because it's bugged, unfortunately. I love Daymar. I can't wait for proper Sans Nomads to be living out here, trading with them. Chewbacca is 7. Yeah, exactly. Game prices go up, studios will follow suit. But again, hopefully CIG can... I think the base price for the game will slightly rise. But that's not to say they won't open up to other types of packages. You know, like the idea of having a non-ship package. I would love for that to be the case. That would be so nice. Thank you, Carol. Carolot. Alright, we got some interesting things here. Got a Pisces on the right. Rhino's just like, let's go! He waits for no man. Walking out all cinematic, get sniped. This is what I mean, like, you don't need to be doing the event to benefit from these locations. Whoa, windy. That's an interesting issue. Not sure what that's about. Landing gear. There's nothing more annoying right now than just seeing these bits of landing gear lying around. I really hope they can clean those up. Welcome back, Sin. Yeah, I love Daymar. It's just, again, it's one of those nostalgic locations as well because it's the first, or one of the first planet-side locations we ever had. Flippin' heck, what's going on? Get out of here, mighty steed! PDCs! That may have scared me a little bit. The only downside is the NPCs keep respawning, which kind of makes it interesting, but also a little artificial. Yeah, we'll get to mining eventually, once things are working, of course. But yeah, it'll be good to get stocked up. Again, we don't even need to come here and do these things. We can wait for the ground to be opened up and go in and help and whatnot, but yeah. How would that work? You mean so people could join orgs easier? Are you talking to me there? Sorry, Be Better. What do you mean? I can't remember what I've said. Seems to be a shield generator here, just floating around. Oh. FR-66, that might be a good one to take. Let me see if this Pisces is usable.
That's a military component, so that's a big yes.
Yeah, it's just down here. I'm gonna see if this Pisces is usable, and then we can load it up. How would you get started in a game with no ship? Oh, I see. Well, the Zero to Hero hardcore stuff I've been doing, you can earn enough planet side. So right now there isn't a lot to do planet side, right? As in like outside of needing a ship. But ideally you would be able to, and they've said this as much, that you'll have a lot of content to get on with without needing to even take off anywhere. So that's kind of how it would work, where you've got plenty of stuff to do without needing to go. You're just in a landing zone, earning enough to get airborne. I think we've got another battery down here. We could probably whip that one as well. Nice shot. Anything in there, Rhino? I'm hearing voices, but I'm not seeing anyone.
Stay still, Dad. Enough of this shit.
Are they upstairs?
Get out here. Or shoot me. Just do something already.
Gonna go up. On your 6, Vectornaut. Sounds like there might be a few up there. Yeah, starting as a janitor. Welcome everywhere. But yeah, eventually there'll be plenty of missions of all types. You know, security, maintenance, engineering, all sorts of different missions that can give you stuff to do. I've not seen that before. Is that just water? Nicely done.
Nothing inside this building.
KRP. Alright, I'm coming back down. But yeah, if you wanted to, I mean, obviously it's not for everybody, but if you wanted to role play it where you were just, you know, trying to make it work without a ship, and even just crewing up, like technically there'll be a lot of players who don't even want to pilot their ship, they just want to be crew on board someone else's ship. I'm gonna start heading towards the laser. There's probably a lot more loot there. Sweetheart, can we load some loot into you? Is that what you're doing, mate? Thank you, bud. Good afternoon, Johnny. How you doing, mate?
Ryan,
Yeah, go.
you want to try and loot the outside buildings first, get blue key cards, and then print out the red ones before you go to the satellite building.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I was just checking to see if this... Because usually where you get the battery from, those doors seem to be open now with a lot of loot in, so I just wanted to prioritize getting that stuff loaded first.
Yeah, 10-4. In order for you to get into the red doors in the satellite building, the red key cards are on the outside skirts. So all the buildings around it have the red key cards.
Okay, good copy. Right, we'll do that then. Yeah, you guys, Deacon, Rhino, if you guys want to keep heading off to those areas, see if you can get some of those key cards. We'll just loot what we can find here. Try and get it loaded in. I love these Atlas. Look at this. It's so, like, apocalyptic. Almost like seeing a power armor just hanging around. Alright, we've got NPCs in here, guys. Shit, I think I've aggroed them. Shit, yep. What else we got here? A veil? I don't know if that's worth taking, but we can grab it. And a Mirage. They're probably not that great. Don't know if we need any more batteries. Is a Mirage or a veil shield worth it?
To what I've learned, all the components that are in these locations are size 1s.
Yeah, are they worth taking, do you think? Ouch. Right, in the boob. Let's get that healed up. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button. That's why. I'm lowering it, thinking, why is it not?
What was the component that you found, Ryan, again?
We have a size 1 shield there. It's a veil and a Mirage. Nicely done. Shit. Alright, backing out. This is a bit hot right now for just two of us. Let's move out. Back it up, Herms. We'll come back to that. Vectornaut's got our 6 up there, look. Let's head back up to these buildings. Just going to hit one of these buildings on the right-hand side, see if there's any keycards to be gotten. Yeah, they're both size 1. Mirage is a grade A stealth and a grade B stealth. Very good. Copy, thank you. Apparently they're both pretty decent stealth. One grade A, one grade B, so we'll grab them and load them in when the time comes. Thank you, Graphite. This looks like it's been hit, but maybe they're on the roof. Do we have a key card here to grab? Yes, we do. Lovely. Oh, we've got it counting down. Deacon, did you grab a key card from where I am now, or was it still on the countdown? Do you copy, Deacon?
Yeah, sorry, I was speaking on the wrong channel. It's on a long, it's on a long cooldown. I got a bunch of reds though.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, we'll regroup with you guys and keep pushing these buildings. Yeah, thank you, Blob. Sure thing, Johnny. Safe travels, my friend. Captain McBeard, thank you so much. I'm doing better, thank you, my friend. Yeah, much appreciated. How are you today?
I've got 3 components here for the Cuddy Rat.
Copy. Oh, sorry, Herbs. Watch out for these railings, sweetheart. Yeah, you got it. You're good. Maybe slightly to the left. Maybe slightly to the left, sweetheart. Sweetheart. That's looking good. Very nice. Nicely done, guys. Love this teamwork. This is beautiful stuff. Oh, neither are purchasable. Okay, interesting. Radical, how you doing? Yeah, I mean, I figured there must be of some use being in there, but I'd never heard of them before, so this is just food and drink. What is this? Is this just water? Is this just a bottle of water? I've not seen these before. I'm assuming they're like unique bottles.
Okay, so the size 1 components, I believe they're going to be used for small ships.
Yeah, size 1 is just for small vehicles, yeah.
But they don't have any sell prices for it.
Alright, fair enough. They're probably just going to be useful to sell to one another, trade and whatnot, if not used. Have you earned your citizenship? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that whole playthrough, you know, whatever that mission is going to be. I mean, I'll probably earn citizenship on my main account anyway through Squadron, but my other accounts will probably want to earn it through the actual game itself. I think we've got everything from there, barring this battery. Did we load those shield generators from here into the actual ship? Because oh no, I found them. Sorry. Sweetheart, could you make your way towards where I am, please, mate? Yeah, mum. Oh boy, bit of desync. There we are. So this is the Mirage.
Ryan, can you hear me?
Yeah, go.
Where are you?
Just...
Come to me.
Okay, we'll do. 2 seconds. Oh, that's gone a bit far. Flipping heck. No gravity. It just keeps going. See if I can block that one. Stop. Yeah. Man, these just like to roll. It'd be nice if we'll be able to pick them up. Okay, I'm on my way, Dick. Decides to clamber over that one. Is it recycled water? I've never seen that bottle.
Echo.
Oh, shots. Oh, nice. They've really been dealing with this audio. Right, I'm with you.
Loot for your heart's content.
Oh, nice. All right, we need some help here, guys. We've got a lot of loot to load up. None of that, I think. We'll focus on... Let's try and...
So look on the weapons rack as well. You're going to find some stuff there as well.
Oh, yeah, that's where the vault stuff is, isn't it? There she is. Yeah, we've got that vault and the ammunition to pick up. Some decent armor there. Macroid. I know there's people after that one. Let's drop that down there. That Inquisitor core is a nice one to bring along. And the base arms. The other two I'm not too fond of. Still hearing voices around here echoing through. Is this the new armor? No. Oh, that is. That's the helmet, the new helmet. Let's see what that... Sheesh, sheesh, sheesh. Are we all good, guys? Push out, fight. I love the environments. I love the... how this feels, you know?
Upstairs there's more red rooms for mine.
Okay, nice one. Still got plenty to get in here, though. What else? You are. Sound like you were singing the, don't you think you... whatever the song is. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is not for me to keep. This is stuff to share with the org, to use. We could... what? Something that, when I was in a previous org, they said something about dragon points, which I'd never heard of, but the idea being is that people in the org can bid on items that they want. So if they see something that they really want, and we have it, they can bid on it, and, you know, with in-game currency. We're not talking real money. I'm not going to be doing that at all. But yeah, the idea being is that if there's something that a player wants, eventually we'll hopefully have a way of displaying this kind of thing, and having like a trading market just for the org. They will be able to pay out of UEC to pick it up, to buy it, to, you know, to claim it. Oh, come on, Mo. Ah! Can I grab it this way? I don't even know if I can when it's on a shelf like that. Maybe I can. Nope. Typical. No, that's not going to work. Let me just take some of this off first.
Another room upstairs, Ryan, full of loot.
Copy, thank you, mate. That shall do for now. Copy, thank you, sir. Oh yeah, so like DK, so that's it's also a punishment system. Karandas, welcome. Will citizenship be permanent? I think so. Technically, it can probably be lost. I guess if you do something that is criminal, you won't be a citizen anymore. But then you can earn it back. So it's. I wouldn't like obviously if you complete citizen squadron and then go around on a murdering spree, chances are you're going to lose citizenship, right? Because why would you remain as a citizen if you're murdering everybody? So yes, I believe it'll be something that is lost. Well, I pretty much know it, and I've said as much. Sabro, how you doing? Welcome. The newfound water. I love it. I'm going to put it on my table and display it. Let's check this comms one. Yeah, we'll probably do it on the Discord channel. I don't know how it's going to work outside of taking a picture of something and then, you know, putting that on offer for people. It's not really something we can do too much right now. Ouch! Ow, I've just been shot. It's up on the balcony, guys. Close by. Flipping.
People usually know which...
Yeah, that's true. We've got enemies on the balcony, guys. Be careful. Who the heck's using Vault? It just electrified everybody. I love it. Yeah, an old MMO. So it was an MMO that used it. That's kind of what they said, but I've never heard of it myself. I didn't know what MMO it was that used it. But that's a cool idea. Obviously, it won't be that way. It'll probably just... It won't be like dragon kill points or whatever. It'll just be Sweetheart, I need to just get healed up, mate. Are you close by? It'll be with credits in-game, like an option, like a marketplace where we can put it up there and people can bid on it or buy it, and then... yeah, copy. I'm just going to get healed. And then it's, you know, whoever pays the most for it can claim it as such. Or maybe not whoever pays the most, because it doesn't always work out fair, but we'll figure out a way of doing it. Yo, baked potato. This is a Hathor location on Daymar. It's one of the new... This is one of, well, quite a few actually, PAF's planetary alignment facilities, where you have to align this to the space station up there in order to get that laser just there to fire down. Do we know where the bunker is around here? Sweetheart, do you read? Could I get your Cutlass Red over here by any chance?
I'm not sure which bunker you mean.
Well, whatever the bunker is to fire the laser, there must be one here somewhere. You know, on the Daymar surface. Just can't get the medical crew anymore. Are you reading me, sweetheart? Anybody have contact with sweetheart? Got a few bits around here to pick up. Hang on, who's throwing flipping grenades? These NPCs are vicious. Are they up there? Have you got eyes on, Vex? I can't see anyone. Just hearing a lot of gunfire. Thank you, mate. Pop it down there. I need to get revived, and we've got a few bits to pick up. Oh, you're bringing it up here. Right, clear the landing pad, guys. Watch out. Watch your back, Deacon. He's coming down. So it's 2 kilometers out from the impact site. But I guess it's not labelled unless you have the mission marker. Yeah, Max Marketplace. That's the thing, like all this stuff. I don't want it all to be for me. You know, as much as it's cool to have this gear, I want to earn it fair and square and not just take it from everyone else who's doing probably a lot more work than me. Sweetheart, why is there a random body just lying on the bed in here? Yo, Frosty, happy hump day, mate. Okay. Oh, there we are. Yeah, it's relatively close to the mining site. But how do you find it? Yo, Wonko. Yeah, mate. Happy days if they can get rid of these landing gear issues. Thank you, sir. Right, let's just get this other stuff loaded in. Come on. Oh, I dropped a flipping tractor beam, didn't I? Sorry, Erms, I don't actually have a tractor beam right now. Let me just load this vault weapon in. Do we have an armory in here?
Do you copy that?
Yeah, I hear you.
I've been talking to you for like 5 minutes. The bunker you're talking about is in the middle of the 3 outposts here.
Is it easily locatable?
Pretty much.
Would be pretty cool to head there and see if we can... Oh, have you got a tractor beam? Could you help Erms with this stuff? Because I'm gonna go get one.
Yes and no, it is easy locatable. You just have to go in between all 3 outposts in the middle of the desert and you'll find it.
Right, so it's not like it's marked. You just have to try and align yourself. That sounds pretty complicated.
Correct. There's no marker. All you see is red lights, but they don't strobe. They're just solid red lights.
Okay.
And it's very small.
Okay, nice one. If we've got anyone in a fighter ship or a small ship, like a scout, could you try and align yourself with these PAFs and just see if you can see this red marker? And if so, report back. That would save us all trying to fly around trying to find it. I think...
I mean, if you want, Ryan, I can jump on the Firebird and go to it.
Oh, you could do. Yeah, if you don't mind. I think Erms was just like making a beeline there for his ship, but if we've got Rickan doing it, he might know where it is offhand or be able to find it easier. Might be worth just checking those places out because I've got a fascination for that spot. Nice one, sweetheart. Thank you, mate. I think that might be everything for now. Thank you so much.
Alright, we can go there. No worries.
Yeah, let's see if we can find it. All right, we're pulling out from this PAF, guys. Everybody suit up again or whatever it's called. Board up. Balth, how you doing? Just, yeah, keeping the place warm. Sending a message to those looking to scam it. Scam you. Yeah, tell me about it, Dendra. I suppose, though... Who are you firing at? You're right, Rhino. The, forgot what I'm saying now. Eventually, this is why I've been sort of holding off coming to these locations, because if they were working, they would be quite busy. Now they're not working, we get to sort of explore them a bit. Not to say that I'm opposed to having these big old battles, but it kind of feels like we can benefit from the locations more by waiting for it to calm down and then take it on, rather than going for it while it's just chaos. I feel like that's just a more sensible way of doing things. Sunday, you looked out and found you was one of 9 on a server and the only one at the Lamina sites. Very nice. Oh boy, someone's being shot at. Oh, giving Iggius a lift there. Look at that. Yeah, if we're loading this stuff up into your ship, sweetheart, don't sweat too much about it. Just send it into your inventory, mate, and we'll sort it all out later. There's plenty of stuff we're bringing up and whatnot that needs to be sort of itemized, I guess, but it is what it is for now. There's not much we can do without the tools. Oh, Apox Polaris is hovering over the top of the bunker, by the way, so let's all head to Apoc. Thank you, mate. Oh man, these frame rates. Storm Pooper, how you doing? 07, welcome. I'm just nipping to the loo. In real life. Can't be bothered trying to track it down, not in that frame rate. We'll go everywhere. baby. Bedtime chaos, baby. Right, I'm back. The issue with the landing gear is there's just so much of it everywhere, and it just doesn't despawn. There has been the 4.1.1 patch has gone to the Ivacati. There are 100. Oh, wait, we're not in yet. There are 100 bug fixes for 4.1.1. 100 bug fixes. Decided to grab a beer as well. Let me just get up to the bridge so that I can see where we're heading. Oh, thank you, Seth. Yeah, we seem to have found it. Apox found it already, so we're just flying to him. You're only 2 million to go, Keelblock. How you doing? Chipping away. Are you well, mate? Denounce the false potty overlord. Yeah, that means there were over 100 bugs. I mean, we all know that's definitely the case anyway. There is no surprise there. Tell me about it, Sertsky. Borderline 8 frames right now. Ooh. What the heck? Something's going weird. Are we hitting one of those telegraph pole things? Ay, ay, ay. Well, yeah, I guess they're all potential bug fixes, or possible bug fixes. Time for a Pepsi Max. Alright, assume we're all in now. Sun's just going down though. They are focused on it, Cirx. That's exactly what they're doing. Bug fixing, optimizing, stabilizing. They're all features, yeah. Oh, this is an eerie looking spot, isn't it? May have packed that a little too close. I can see the smoke from the borehole, I think. If you look to your 100 or 90 degrees, is that the smoke rising from where the borehole has hit already? Are you guys hearing me on VoIP? How far is that? Can anyone in a smaller ship see the smoke rising from the borehole? Could you go and investigate and let us know if it's open? I want to set off running if it's too far. Watch out, Erms. BDCs. This is where we could have done with one of those cyclones, that damn A2. I'm gonna run for it. I feel like we can make that. You got a 5090? Oh, congrats, Wonko. Oh, it's about 800. Currently closed. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have a look around the location just to see if there's anything there. Thank you, Apoc. So, VoIP only works for the first 50 players into the server. Is that one of the bug fixes, Wonko? Or is that just how it is? Like I said on Spectrum last night's Evo build only ran 3 hours because they hadn't added the new content, really. Oh, you're having a laugh. Yeah, it's all right. I think we're keeping it on just for safe measures, but we'll get close and see what we can see on foot as the sun goes down. Sure thing, Baked. You are more than welcome, my friend. Thank you, sir. Catch you next time. I wonder if there's anything just around here. What's this? There's a box here. Someone's storage box. Oh, it's open. It's got stuff in it. We can take this, though. Got a storage box we could grab here. I was hoping it'd have a load of those minables in. It's such an eerie place when there is no one around. It's like pure carnage when things are going on. But when there's no one here, it's just silence. Oh, you saw that on Spectrum. Fair enough. Doesn't surprise me. Oh, yeah. So you're getting shot at immediately after the timer's up, Steve. Oh, boy. So here's the borehole. Yeah. I've heard it's closed, but I'm interested to see what's around the local area to see if there's anything worth looting. This is where I fall through. Pretty cool, though. A bit odd that it keeps resealing. But I guess that's just part of the game play. Yeah, by all means, Flood. So does it say that they're aiming to fix that with 4.1.1, or is it just they're aware now that this is the bug, and they will obviously work to fix it? Nothing. That was a waste of time. Seeing a Hercules underground. What on earth? Alright, make our way back. Could you give us a lift, sweetheart? Back to the bunker, please, mate. Alright, let's load up in sweethearts. Cutlass red. So, VoIP supports around 50 players per server, a limit that has become increasingly restrictive as server capacity grows. Our future backend update should therefore improve audio stability and quality. We have no date to share with you yet, but I can confirm it's in the works, and we'll keep you updated when we have news to share. Thank you, Flood. That's good then. Kind of crazy that all this time it's only supported the first 50 people. That explains why it works and then it doesn't work, and yeah. Alright, pile in, boys. Come on, in you get. Go, go, go. Alright, we're all aboard, sweetheart. Thank you, sir. Oh, I see. So it's supposed to be... Okay, as long as they've added that to the information screen, that's good. Thank you, Jacob. Tiberist! Time to call this? Flippin' heck! Are you well? Yeah, I was hoping we would find pieces of things outside the borehole, like maybe boxes that people have been looting, you know, like filling with stuff. Alright, let's check out this bunker then. have a look around inside. Thank you, sweetheart. I love these little things. I love the fact that they're just there to be seen or to be found. Like if you were living in the desert out here with, you know, no ship and you came across them, it would be so cool. Oh, I can't imagine there's anyone inside. Nice set dressing as well. They do look aptly kind of run down and disused. It reminds me of like Jurassic Park. Yo, Mod, how you doing today, sir? All good here, thank you. Try and take some of these because we could use the stuff. Both pick the same side. Interesting little spots. Maybe someone wasn't hot micing. Maybe that's just the audio of this place where it sort of slightly echoes. There definitely seems to be a bit of an audio update with various locations. It might just be these new locations are using the new audio, Star Audio. Because, you know, atmospherics, the sound, you know, when you're in space and so forth, EVAing, it sounds good. Not really much else to grab here. Alright, well, it's getting to that time where we should probably head home and offload and whatnot, so let's do that. Not much to offload, though, right now. Sure thing, Rhino. Enjoy your dinner, mate. Yeah, I guess so. It just kicks someone else off. Whoever the new person is coming in. Just going to quickly check this tower out before I pile in. Yeah, I think the performance for me seems to be more the Polaris or things like excessive ships lying around. Hopefully, as they continue to optimize and get rid of things like ship landing gear, that will begin to improve. Can we go up these? And of course, with ships like the Polaris, if that is causing a bit of a frame lag, then hopefully that will be updated as well and optimized. Well, that was some good teamwork there, regardless of whether we, you know, managed to fire the laser or not, which we didn't, of course. It was still nicely done, nicely organized together. I'll just close these up. You head on up. I'm just closing them in case we have anyone hovering around the area. But yeah, hopefully with each patch we get more optimizations, because we desperately need it around these places. Yeah, exactly. The landing gear is absolutely useless. It gets in the way, causes a problem, like a danger. It can be salvaged. It obviously adds to the overall amount of clutter that needs to be rendered and so forth. So, yeah, hopefully this hotfix can actually clean that up. That would be a big win in my book. Well, technically, we were ready to fire the laser now, Rhino, but unfortunately, due to the bugs, we couldn't. So yeah, when we come back, if it is working, then we can absolutely fire that laser. Yeah, we've got a lot of those Nokia batteries lying around. You're stalking, are you, Tiberiust? But no, like I was... Oh, actually, I haven't released that video yet, talking about the monthly report. When we have groups of players, you know, on board these Polaris, we have people manning guns and so forth, but we will need engineers. right? People whose sole purpose is ensuring that the Polaris is running as smoothly as possible. And it's just going to be such a fun job because, you know, for those that want to do it, obviously if you're not interested in it, it's going to be tedious and boring for you on such a large scale. But the idea being is that you could be a member of the team on the Polaris and you have no idea where we're going, what we're doing. You're just running around making sure everything is optimal and working. The only working blackberries. Yeah. And there was some cool stuff mentioned in the monthly report for engineering with coolant. It sounds like they're making it a little bit more realistic, a bit more systemic in terms of like throttling and if things aren't getting enough power, then they won't function or they'll malfunction, which, I mean, is quite self-explanatory. But like I say, with this game being skill-based, logic will always prevail. So you might not know how to do something, but it's not like you have to reach level whatever to be able to do it. You can just think and look at it and think, well, this kind of makes sense that if I do this, it'll work there. Let me have a read of this then, see what it says. They added auto throttling, which reverts to a lower or powered off state if an item doesn't have power during an update. Changes were made to vehicle coolant, and now effectiveness is based on an item's physical properties with a specific amount of coolant counteracting heat caused by an equal amount of power. And coolant consumption uses deltas with a dynamic override, and the maximum coolant required is based on the maximum power consumption multiplied by resource network global perimeter. So essentially, if you overload a system where it's not receiving enough power or coolant, for example, it could then throttle, malfunction, or just completely shut down. It also puts a lot of emphasis on coolant being a really important resource to manage, which is going to be a big trade-off with the coolers. What the hell was that? Especially if you're doing stuff like combat, you know, heavy, intense activities. So really interested to see how this whole thing is gonna work and gonna play out. And also, there's a lot of screens apparently. What is that? It's not a Vault. A Vault magazine just fell off me. But yeah, it sounds like they're going to have a lot of UI screens to help. Oh wait, where's it gone? Is it stuck to my feet now? I've not seen that bug for a while. There it is. Where you can instinctively see what you need to see. Because to me, like a system that is complex and takes a lot to understand, provided you have the right information at the right time or, available, it should be easy to understand. And it sounds like that's what they're trying to do, where you have these various UI screens. Because we've only seen two. We've seen the schematic and we've seen the power management, the power bar. It sounds like there's going to be a lot of other UI screens to help you understand what might be malfunctioning, what might need work, and so forth. With beryllium spheres. Oh no, hybrid's fallen out. Wait, Quantum yoinked me into APOC. What were you flying, hybrid? I assume you just popped. Oh boy, did we all just fly into each other? Yo, Steve, how you doing? Do you have any idea as to what the new biomes, or when they may be dropping? I don't, unfortunately. From what I understand, there's a lot to PlanetTech version 5, and it starts with... Let me just read the patch notes again, because it does say so in there for a part of it. So it says, PlanetTech version 5 continued to make good progress with the team finalizing the distribution of shading of much denser rock formations with more physically plausible placement. Plus, the virtual terrain system is now closer to completion, with runtime compression being worked on next. So this is referring to the rock density and making sure that they're in the location that you would expect them, whereas they're not just spread across the planet everywhere. So it sounds like there's a lot of more basic stuff to roll out first before we start seeing all these new and interesting biomes. But that's not to say these biomes can't come to the planets we have already. They're not just built for a planet of one biome. We will see swamps, we will see forests, redwood forests, and jungles and other biomes as well, distributed around the planets that require them. Whether or not we get that before we get another system, I don't know, but it would be cool. No, not just for Castra. Like I say, it might not be a case of we're waiting for a system like Castra to debut these biomes. They may distribute them across planets in Stanton or Pyro that may require them first. That's not to say they won't wait till Castra or whatever, Terra or whatever. But it's over there now, that magazine. Look at it, it's there. It keeps falling out of my backpack and flying around the place. But there is certainly a lot of things to do. A lot of it may be even under the hood stuff that doesn't look pretty but is required. But there's terrain patterns that are less patterned. Try reconnect to VoIP party. You reading me? Did you get me? What about local? Doesn't sound like it's working. I guess we've been pushed out of the first 50. Do you not get charged by the man? Oh, sorry, you're talking to Basehead. What on earth is going on? I think we may have just bounced off of APOC a little bit there. You was in your Tanner. That's who has been running missile interception. Nice one. Did you just pop off of APOC's Polaris? Oh, sorry, Steve. Are you asking what Castra is? So, for 1.0, when that comes along, we will have 5 systems. We've got Terra. Sorry, we've got Stanton. We've got Pyro. Next will be Nyx. Then likely Castra, and then Terra. But eventually all 5 will be part of what 1.0 consists of. And yes, a lot of these new biomes and more biomes that they create will be part of those systems. But they're creating a huge library of biomes that can be shared across all planets that require them. It's called a brushing. It was. Oof. More like confettied. Yeah, since they brought this new physical update, we tried, what was it, an F8 or a Hornet that I tried flying into the Polaris, and I just immediately blew up. Deacon didn't feel a single thing. Oh, yeah, Steve, no worries, mate. But yeah, I hope we see those biomes come sooner rather than later. They are so cool, especially with weather. I suspect as well we will see weather first before we see new biomes. I think it'll be like we're hearing, rock distribution, planetary terrain, like stopping it looking so bland and repetitive. Then maybe weather, with maybe starting with rain, and then seasons. But whether we see biomes in the meantime, that would be nice. Nicely done, Deacon. Do you need a hand unloading anything? Have we got anything that needs to come out, or is it all staying in? 4 rattlers at once from a Tanner pops an A1. Oh, very nice. So is that what happened then, Monstrous? Was it the A1 that dropped its bomb on us? Yeah, we've got some unloading to do. Spatial phenomena. It would be so cool to go through an unstable jump point and end up near a black hole. Well, I don't know about like spatial phenomena in the sense of being just in the middle of nowhere or like in a random place. But we do know with jump points, if you like fall out of a jump point, you can be flung into the middle of nowhere. So that is something that will happen. So I suppose it is in some sense spatial phenomena, but I don't know what the game code is to determine where you end up, or if there is any sort of, you know, determination. So what are we unloading? Is it all these things here? Nearly knocked Iggy out then. Man, the length of these ramps. They're like almost 40 kilometers. Wait, have we picked the wrong side here? Oh no. Are we taking everything out then? In that case, let me lower this out. Iggy, if you can just move them up to... In fact... no, these don't work in the ground vehicles. They bounce around to these components. We'll just push them up to the nearest freight elevator, which is probably over that way, to be fair. But never mind. Ooh, a size 2. What power plant is this? Yes, there is a black hole system on Earth. What's that called again? But I guess, you know, the idea of spatial phenomena is plausible. But I guess with jump points in general, the idea of being, you know, failing a jump point and being sort of kicked out into the middle of nowhere and having to survive or await a rescue is certainly something they've mentioned. Is it Magnus? Welcome, Primal. Well, yeah, I don't know. It's a good question about using procedural generation as an element for exploration. But I think it's... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Of course, the, you know, end goal of finding a new system, an unclaimed or an unseen system, is their very much end goal exploration mechanic or target. But of course, with having to then create all these systems physically versus procedurally, or no, not even procedurally, but versus non-physicalized celestial bodies, is going to add a lot more time scale to that. Tasma, is it? Gargantua. Tamsa. Thank you, Wonko. Is that the last one, Ig? Oh, no. There we are. It culls it before I can even see it. Oh, yeah, there'll be transient jump points. Yeah. That's another thing we'll see eventually come along. All right, I'll lower this into my inventory, and then I'll take stock, and we can see about either selling it to players or selling it on for profit and sharing that. But it might be better to keep these and sell them to other players first. In the org, you know, not just random people. Burks EVA'd through a jump point. Did he actually get all the way through? Oh, really, Flood? Interesting. Interesting stuff. Okay, I think we're good. In fact, do I have that? Hang on. Let's see what this Entium helmet is and see if this radar will work. boy, what's going on here? Ay, 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 come on. Get out of the ship. Oh, we actually managed to EVA out the other end. Nice. It's not wanting to play along. Let's just try doing that. There we are. How do you FPS scan, technically? Oh, there, look. Let's... Oh, no, that's... Oh, the frames. Yeah, doesn't look like it has it anymore if they took it out, maybe. But this is the tracker helmet. Very nice. I like it. Anyway, I am gonna bounce. Let me just lob this back into my place. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on this, and thank you, as always, Deacon, APOC, for setting it all up. Much appreciated. Next stream on Friday will probably be running through the monthly report, because there's plenty of stuff to go through on that. What, the desert version of this one? Yeah, I think they may have removed, because it would be just be tab, wouldn't it? What are these frames everyone's talking about? Right, where are you? Where are you, Deacon? Have you gone back this way? Where have you gone? Oh, there you are. Okay, I see you. I'm coming. You're welcome, Sin. Thank you for watching. Kitty, how you doing? Nice to see you. Are you well? Keith. Where are we going? Thank you, Basehead. Oh, frames. Frames suddenly came back. Oh, this is your... Oh, nice. Got the Wakello stuff set up. This is supposed to represent a pool table or something. Very nice. Oh. Oh, oh no. I love it. That's the stuff from Supply or Die. It's a bit odd, that. It's a weird thing, that. It's a display and a seat. Like a commemorative thing from Supply or Die. It's such a strange thing to unlock. Oh man, I need to get back in and sort mine out. It has been so long. Alright, thank you everybody. I am heading out the door. Where's the door? But yeah, being all this real life stuff going on, being ill, I just haven't had a chance to play at all since this hotfix came in. Look how nicely decorated this place is. Got posters up on the wall and everything. I've got to get back on it. Yeah, it should be fine on Friday. I don't see why I wouldn't be, unless obviously I'm come down worse, but I feel like I'm getting over it now. Jedi, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, good to have you on board, Rick. And nice to... Obviously, you had to take the day off, or you were poorly. But as time goes on, hopefully we can all get in for more of this stuff. Yeah, we've got a hotfix coming out tonight that will hopefully fix a lot of this stuff up, get rid of the landing gear. And then 4.1.1 with 100 plus bug fixes. Don't know what in terms of content it's bringing. Oh, there goes APOC, look. But as always, plenty of fun. Shame about the frames, and shame that the mission didn't work. But otherwise, not too bad. I think we may, starting next week, me and Deacon will kick off this off-grid Zero to Hero stuff again for Twitch. It's a good testing ground, is Twitch, for doing this stuff, rather than, you know, investing a lot of time into trying it on YouTube and then recording for an hour and having to disregard it all because it's broken. But yeah, there's plenty going on. It's just a case of finding the time and the health to play it. Yeah, by the time we do come back, so next week we can do a bit of the off-grid stuff. We can do try this again as a group, and hopefully it works. Oh, that's better. Sure thing, Rick. And yeah, let me know what you find. That's what I like about these Hathor locations more than the actual missions themselves. They're just interesting spots to go and find some rare loot. You know, like off-gridding and scavenging. You can find all sorts of stuff there. Tim Stone, how you doing? But we've got 15 minutes left, so we can just chill out and chat for the next 15. You're back at work on Monday. No. Has it been there's Easter holidays right now in the UK. You know that much. Yeah, well, it wasn't necessarily planned time. The last week... What did I do last week? I can't remember what it was, but we went... It was the toddle gym. Took Summer to the toddle gym for the first time. So I went, you know, to help Rachel get acquainted with it. And that's not on again for the next 2 weeks anyway. So I probably won't be doing that again for a little while. But we should be back to normal. It's just getting over this fever or whatever it was. It was just awful. But I am slowly getting back to it. Oh, you got your son for the week, I see. I bet that's been fun. But I don't know if there's anything else to say right now. Other than onwards and upwards. And yeah, I'm craving to get back in and start playing again, because taking this time off, it's just, you know, I've missed out on so much stuff. And being so poor, like the day, I think it was Monday, wasn't it, that I was poorly. Just the day was such a haze. I was in and out of sleep. It wasn't like, oh my God. It was just, I was so tired and exhausted that I would just wake up every so often and then go back to sleep again, and just waking up at 4 and then having some toast, going back to sleep, waking up at 7. But yeah, if it starts getting a bit better, I'll be able to jump in and get playing. In the bedroom on his PlayStation. Nice. Yeah, thank you, Primal. I actually have... How much time did I record? So I did the first episode of an off-grid Zero to Hero. Where is it? Shadow play. There we go. I did... How long did I spend doing this? 34 minutes worth of recording the other day to kick off this, you know, 4.1 Zero to Hero. And it was just, I crashed into an invisible tree and was like, can't do it. Can't do it. So I kind of backed out of it. What we don't know what 4.1.1 is like just yet. There is a patch that, has it just gone live now? I believe it might have. It's just dropped. No changes to the mesh configuration, but it says over 100 bug fixes for issues occurring in 4.1. So just, you know, 4.1 related issues, 23 of which originated from the issue council. But just a long list of, you know, bug fixes. So, yeah, thank you, Sandman, I will do, mate. So, yeah, hopefully that just gets things a lot more playable. You said in the stream last week, Wednesday, you were knackered. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's... Summer's been going through a bit of a dodgy sleep pattern as well, where we've tried different bedtimes, but I think she's just set to wake up at 6 now. Even when the clocks went forwards, it didn't change her back to 7 o'clock wake-ups. So it's a case of getting to bed earlier so that I'm not exhausted, which has, you know, a knock-on effect with the immune system being lower, getting ill. Strange thing just happened. I've just been walking your dog along the local quarry cliff path. My dog took me slightly off the beaten track, and we found a bloke that's made his home in a quarry hole. That's kind of cool. It reminds me of when I was a kid and my brother and our friends would, or his friends would go off and explore like derelict locations. A kind of like, I think it's urban exploration now, isn't it? It's like a thing on YouTube. We would do that so much as kids. Quite dangerous, to be fair. But yeah, I love the idea of living in a quarry hole. It's kind of Minecrafty. I'll do that. But hopefully tonight, get a good night's sleep. Every day, start feeling better. Poor Summer's just been sniffling away. Hopefully Rachel isn't coming down with it. She was a bit knackered this morning, so she had another lion. Or she had a lion, but she said her throat's getting sore. So it might be, you know, if Rachel comes down with it, then there won't be a stream either, because I have to look after Summer, of course. So it's that's the thing with these knock-on effects of having colds and whatnot. Try to avoid them as much as possible. Troglodyte living, yeah. Oh, actually, if all goes well in terms of our health and we don't come down with it, or Rachel doesn't come down with it, I am camping on Saturday. So the next episode of my off-grid... what am I on about? My next camping video will be from that. I don't know how long it'll be after I camp, though. So it's, you know, camping this weekend, all being well. Camping video coming out sometime in the near future there. I'm also going to try and do a couple of reviews for products that I use while I'm out camping, and then also work on getting the recipes that I put together during those 3 camps. So the one I'm doing this weekend, the 2 previous ones, put them into a separate playlist as individual recipe videos for those who want to maybe try and cook the stuff without having to sit through a full video first. Thank you, Coffee. That's my link there. Also, as mentioned earlier, the Drake shard for GameGlass is now live for paid users. So the Aegis one is free for anybody who has signed up to GameGlass. There is a free version of it, and you can use that shard. The Drake one has just launched, which is pretty damn cool. Probably the one I'm going to be using, especially when I'm in my Vulture. That's going to be a lot of fun. And again, Lifetime Pass is now available. I can get 10% off the Lifetime Pass for you guys, but also if you use the link, it directly supports the channel. So thank you. A lot of you have used it, so thank you so much. TOBII is back to full price now, but again, there'll be another sale on that at some point. So if you didn't get it this time and you are wanting it, just wait. Don't buy it yet. Just, I mean, if you want to pay full price, by all means do so. I can knock you like 5% off, but you might as well wait for the sales. I don't know when the next one is happening though, but they happen throughout the year. But yeah, onwards and upwards with Star Citizen. We'll see what 4.1.1 brings, while they continue to hotfix what they can for 4.1. But I'm gonna go. I'm going to go and have something to eat. I've been a bit off food. It's like, what is it they say? Is it feed a cold, starve a fever? I think it was. Where I've just not felt like eating at all. Anything just makes me... Even coffee. I couldn't even drink a coffee on Monday. I was feeling so crap. You're welcome, Carrot. And thank you, my friend. It is going to be one of these systems that, you know, like TOBII, where when you start using it, you just can't go back. Can't do without it anymore. But yeah, I'm going to go get some rest, make some dinner, and chill out, I think. Right, let's see. Is Poor Pete streaming today? Let's have a look. It's Wednesday, isn't it? It feels like a blur of a day today. We got Space Tomato. Oh no, Pete is on. All right, we'll pass it Pete's way. Excellent. So /raid. Ooh, piss poor Pete. Yeah, thank you to everyone who was... Daddy Cash, welcome. Who has joined us today. It is so cool seeing so many of you working together for doing whatever we're doing, providing security, tractoring things, you know, clearing places. When we get engineering, it is just going to be mind-blowing. As well as anything else that revolves around multi-crew. But I will see you all on Friday, all being well. A hot toddy. You snort lemsip and drink scotch. I'll pass one, Cobb, but thanks, mate. Oh, boy, that's funny. Yeah, I'll try and let you know if there is no stream on Friday, but as it stands right now, should be fine. But if Rachel comes down with this fever, then she needs to rest. Naya, welcome. 07. Right. Honey Badger, thank you for the follow. Let me go to my end screen, which looks like this. Oh, pardon me. Much love. We are raiding Piss Poor Pete. Make sure you hit follow for this guy. Absolute legend of a guy and streamer. Much love to him. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.